gonna get some launch video here.
Fast. I think they've only got like 7 horsepower. I don't know. They've got like 115, I think. So nothing crazy. Nice short track, only a couple of corners. There's not much grip. The brakes are terrible. You got to be very gentle on the brakes. Very gentle with your steering. I don't have a setup for these either. Definitely want
nothing crazy. Oh, I should leave.
Good day, sir. Yeah, these aren't crazy. The hardest part is not locking the wheels up when you brake, really, I think.
Truly. Fun, though.
Okay, here we go. Oh, he's changed the LEDs. Oh, no. I found a new favourite dashboard on SimHub. And it had an update. And now it's different, I don't like it! It's got some interesting things on it though. No downforce. No downforce.
Who needs it?
I kind of did then because I ended up going wide on the corner and I did it in the gravel. So yeah, me please. Yeah, these are like Formula Fords. These are cool. Oh, okay. It tells you how far to go to the finish line. Oh shit, no. Not paying attention. Too busy looking at my dash.
Not this guy. He's quackers.
Who's quacking? Oh, is that Massap? There's Massap here. He normally quacks.
Yeah, he quacked on in here.
Is he off work?
Must be if he's hanging out with the likes of us. Oh no, it's Python.
Mike
It's
check
Python.
1, 2. Mike
Oh, hey, Python. Oh, there you go. Oh, here's you. Oh, here's you. How we doing? How we doing? General.
Just woke up in time finally for this.
Nice. Careful, you are live. Yeah, joining the stream elsewhere. Currently, and stream running from this moment. What? Okay.
Get everything set up.
Okay, hopefully that's working. I don't know. We'll see.
Check.
Here's it. Oh, this is very different.
Python, there was a Discord update recently. Just make sure you're on your right mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Windows and Discord. It changed everything for me. It's so frustrating.
I am. I'm alright, just Mike.
Why do they always have to update everything? Why they can't just leave it alone, man? Windows 7 was good enough.
Does everybody actually use all of those things that they do with it, or is it just there to justify your job? Oh, I mean, but I made the new UI on this one page, so I should keep my job.
But you know I'm in a certain state that allows certain things, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Colorado.
Oh, you're in Colorado now? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you there permanently? Are you liking it?
Yes.
Good.
Planning on staying here permanently.
Have you been to Pikes Peak yet?
We can go up it today, but yesterday we went up to mile 13.
Oh, okay. I bet it's nightmare up there at the minute though, right? With the weather, it must be crazy.
No, it's not. There's still some spots that have some ice on it, so that's why they today. Maybe today.
I went in the middle of summer and it was still snow up on the top of it, so I dread to think what it's like in the winter.
All we went through was 11,000 feet.
Right.
I've never seen Colorado without sunglasses on. The light is so bright there, it drives me crazy.
I miss Colorado. I want to go back. I love that place.
Yeah, I'm in Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
About to start school soon.
We went more north up towards Fort Collins and stuff.
Well, my roommate told me had family at Fort Collins. Literally woke up like 5 minutes ago.
That's just better.
Last week, me and my friends on a Sunday night, like I hang out with Rezzy and Hairless, and like we were driving these on Daytona.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was
The
pretty
oval.
fun, man. Yeah. Strangely very fun.
A lot of traffic.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wow. Yeah, you definitely got to warm the brakes up as well as the tyres in this. Oh, I've not got the heat in them.
Yeah, my first week right brakes for a really long time. It's like slow braking. Oh, I tried that BeamNG rally stuff last night, man.
I saw, yeah, what do you think? I didn't see you stream it, but I saw you on it. What did you think?
Once you turn off all the assists on clutch and gas and brake and steering and everything, it's marvelous.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it?
Yeah. The damage
Lots of people
model.
say,
oh.
it doesn't quite feel real, but to me, I think it actually feels very realistic. because it's road cars. We're not simulating GT3 cars here. This is how road cars feel. There's not much feel in them. They are quite vague. They do slide quite easily. Like, I think it's really good. I think it's really good. But what do I know?
You ever bring up that HUD where it shows you what the FFB is doing? So I dialed in my FFB to where it was nice and strong, but no peaking, and it was great, dude. It was great.
Yeah.
And I finished the stream with a drive off the cliff just to trash the car. 3 of the wheels popped off. It was great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm like, now that's a proper rally crash.
Did you do rally stages, or did you do the loop, the rally loop?
Did the loop thing because I wanted to see what it was like to do, like, drive from stage to stage. That was amazing. I love that.
See, I really think that you would like that, because you as well are very much like, this is a survival rally, right? And a lot of other people are like, oh, well, we'll just nail it, and like, no car sympathy. I'm a bit like that. No car sympathy. Okay, let's go. But in this, you have to. The car is more believable. The car is more realistic. It's not a game. It is a simulator. You know, you have to treat the car nice. And
I stuffed it into a brick wall, and I had steering linkage problems from that point on, and I just drove on, man. I just kept going.
Yeah.
I was like,
what can you do?
And then like another time, I stuffed it into a wall and destroyed the radiator and smashed the hood, and I couldn't see shit. There was no finishing that rally.
Yeah, it's so good, man. I love that. I love that. Hey, Mattis. I see you. Hi. Yeah, I really like BeamMG. I think it's very underrated. It's really coming along. And like you say, that loop is so cool. Like, to actually, it feels like you're doing a proper. It's the only game that gives me the feeling of doing a proper rally. We got to leave the service station, you know. And this is only the tester. This is only the early access to it, you know. When it's finished,
BeamNG is a full. BeamNG is a full.
Yeah,
it is really.
BeamNG is cool. It's cool, but it's like somebody said, oh yeah, I rated Excalibur 009 last night, and he said, all I've ever seen in that game is people smashing cars on TikTok. And I'm like, I know, right? It's actually way more than that.
So much, there's so much more to it. It's kind of like, is it Motor World? What was that other one?
Yeah, Motortown. Yeah.
Motortown. It's kind of like that in a way, where I've run out of fuel. Where you can do so much. If you want to drive lorries, you can go and drive lorries and deliver proper loads. If you want to
rock crawlers.
If you want to do rock crawling, if you want to do drag racing, if you want to do Baja, if you want to do just cruising around, you can make your own bus routes on it. If you want to do the crashing, they do like a massive jump ramp, and that one's always great fun as well. You spawn at the top, you drive your car down the ramp as fast as possible, it launches off at the end and hits the floor and just obliterates itself. It's incredible. There's so much to it. And if you have Automation, which is a car manufacturer simulator. So if you want to make the cars and be the factory, you can load up Automation, build a car in that, build the engine you want.
Yeah, I think it's called
Automation? Yeah. And then you put that file into BeamMG, so the car that you make, you can then race in BeamMG. It's incredible.
Yeah, you can make mods in one game to port them into another game. It's awesome.
Yeah. And the way they do it is really simple as well, because it's all like, it's just button clicking. You don't technically have to know what you're doing, because it will build it in front of you. So when you go through the engine build, it will say, right, what pistons do you want? Do you want them made of steel? Do you want them made of titanium? Do you want them? And you can just then choose, you know. So, and if you've chosen wrong, by the time you get to the bit where it says, okay, we'll fire it up, it will come back and say, look, you've got all of these problems. These are the parts that aren't right. So you can learn building the engine as you go, which is really cool.
Yeah, I've got that game because my buddy gifted it to me, because he's like, hey, you should build your real life race car in this game so we can play it in BeamNG. I hadn't gotten around to it yet, but man, I really got to do it.
That game is really hard, especially like learning it, like there's a guy named Grog TV.
Which game are you saying is hard?
Automation.
Okay, just making sure
Yeah.
we're talking about the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, so automation. Like, if you look up a guy named Grog TV, he does a lot of good automation videos. Like, he does like interiors and stuff.
Did you say Ross BV?
Grog. Grog TV.
Grog.
And he's funny too.
All right.
Yeah, I think BeamMG is so underrated. It's so much fun, and even the single stages are good fun as well.
I think my
So
favorite
much
part
fun.
about that is that I've gotten so sick of just buying the same game over and over again by different studios. You know, and then that is like supporting the little guy. You know, like this is just an independent developer group. They don't have AAA money, but I don't know. I'm almost like I want to contract them to like make a WRF route. You know. Like just let's take this physics of that game and just make us a little an add-on for the game where it's like branded as American Rally Association, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it runs multiplayer as well. You can do Beam MP, which is like a
which is a mod.
multiplayer mod. Yeah.
When I was loading it up too, it said that it was adding those as integrations on the game, so I guess they've gotten into that.
Yeah, so the mod stuff as well is not. I don't know if this is right because I don't know much about gaming and stuff, but the mods aren't done through a third party. Like in Assetto Corsa, you have to go and download files from. It's called something else now. Overtake GG, and then you can download cars from there, and then you import them into the game. With BeamMG, you load the game up, and then you go to the mod menu within the game, and all the mods are there. So they're obviously approved by the game because then the game has let them in, which then means they actually work with the game, and you don't have all these issues or problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've been checked as they've been added. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit like SnowRunner. SnowRunner uses mod.io but integrates into the actual game, so you don't have to get it through a third-party download or a file from someone else's PC or whatever.
Yeah, mine.
I quite like it.
I get so sick of that with AC.
Right? You don't know
Like-
where it's coming from or anything, so...
I mean, even in AC, even with Content Manager, I download everything. I got all of the packages and go to load up, and it's like, nope, check some error.
Check some
Come
error,
on,
yeah.
fucking A.
Yeah.
Come on. And then people are like, have you restarted Content Manager? Like,
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I like the way that they do mods as well. I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's a great game. It's very underrated. But this is the issue with gaming, you know, it's like, unless you're shouting loud and you have a big name behind it, no one's interested because everyone shouts about iRacing. That's all anybody cares about. But there's so much else out there that is really incredible.
yeah, I mean, I just personally, I hate being treated like I'm just a wallet with the, with the steering wheel. You know, like make games that are actually something that people want to play, and you'll make all the money you want.
And I think, not to get on topic, but Assetto Corsa Evo recently, if they don't see that they've made a massive mistake, like, I don't understand the thought process. Everybody buys that game. Like, I bought it because it's like, oh yeah, we're going to get a single player that could be similar to Gran Turismo. Like you say, something that is different. We're going to get something that isn't just you jump online and race other people. Like, this could be really interesting. And then they're like, oh no, we're going to drop it and just focus on nothing.
Yeah, I hope
Very
they
nice.
I hope they change their mind on that too, man.
Their page went to mostly negative overnight. If that doesn't speak volumes,
Wow, I
Right.
didn't know that. That's
Right.
Yeah, that's huge.
this is what everybody wanted. It frustrates me. Like, I bought it because we were getting free roam around the Nordschleife in summer last year. Nope. I bought it because we were getting this really cool, what sounded like a really cool single player with currency and progression and an actual idea behind it. Nope. Like you say, this is just going to be another generic game where you get a car, you pick a track, and you go and do a race. Like you say, I could do that in Automobilista, I can do that in iRacing, I can do that in LMU, I can do that in all these other games. What sets it apart? Like with BeamMG, so much sets it apart. With AC, it's now just going to be another driving thing.
And that's exactly why I play AMS2 myself, is because it's just got all the different cars and classes and tracks and stuff, and now I don't need to buy any of those repetitive games anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, I mean, even, obviously you like LMU, but I'm like, but we got LMU on, but we have LMU at home.
Yeah, we got it on AMS2, yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm just like, it's another great game, right? Okay, so it's got good support and all this kind of stuff, but I'm just like, what stops people from just playing AMS2? Is it not like, am I an idiot? Are the physics just that bad on here? I mean, I played iRacing and I wasn't fucking impressed.
Right. So this is the other thing as well, is right, because it was bad once. When it first came out, everyone's like, oh no, it feels really weird. It's like I don't understand what people are talking about when they say it's like all the cars feel different. The tires feel different for the cars, which they should, you know, like this car here, I have no grip. I'm sending it into the corners too fast, but the tires aren't gripping until they've got heat in them. They're acting like they should. So I get very confused when people downplay this game, but then they go, oh, but iRacing, you know, and then it's like, okay, I understand now. It's all about that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed this phenomenon in high school too. People are their favorite sports team is the team that's winning.
Yep.
Yeah. Bandwagon.
Yeah, it's terrible because, like you say, there's so much else out there. But yeah, BeamMG, man, oh, I love that game. In fact, I think Monday's video is going to be another BeamMG rally stage.
Sillin's put in a couple messages here.
Are we
not
sharing?
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little shocked too, since the only thing I thought we were, but yeah. They've done an Evo as open mode because I've waited for performance and whatnot to be settled. Story wasn't in my mind. That's what I was thinking. But they probably had telemetry to say nobody was doing career mode. Well, of course, no one's doing career mode. It's not
because
done
it's
yet.
Not there.
Yeah. Nobody wants to start career and then have a wipe. You know. Like, oh, I started this game last year and then they erased my progress when they fixed it. You know. Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
I gotta re-invite you or something. It seems like it disconnected the chat.
Yeah, I've shut it down. Let's see what that happens. I think we got a real person in here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I better hurry up then. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Why is it not?
So I don't know who Actress is.
They're quick. Yeah, why isn't that? Why are we not join? Why are we not join?
I don't know. I can try it again. Start this window over. Just end it and restart it. Okay, sending out another invite. Sent.
Okay. Click to collaborate. Join session. Careful, you are live. Currently, this is an audio-video only collaboration. Joining will end any stream running from this mobile device. Well, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm streaming
from the
elsewhere.
mobile though, so you're good. Yeah, you're in now.
I got no thing about the joint chat. I don't know how that works. Oh well.
You got the button over here that turns it on, and it seems to be on already. It's got a green check mark.
Okay.
Theoretically. Can you see a test in your interface?
No, normally it comes up in the top of my phone and says enabled, but Nothing to do. I can report you.
Might be taking a moment.
No worries. That's cool.
Oh, this app hasn't loaded anything yet. Okay, let's go. Clear off everything. Reload.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, like Nate says, if you haven't tried BeamMG, give it a go. It's so good, so much fun. There's so much to do, and it's so much more than just a crash simulator. The crashing is awesome, and it makes it really good. But you can do track racing, you can do drifting, you can do drag racing, you can do crawling, you can do Dakar style stuff. You can do truck deliveries, you can do bus deliveries. There even is a career mode where
Yeah, I
you
was about to
start.
say.
Yeah, you start with like 8 grand. You buy a car which has to have boot space, and then you slowly build your way up by delivering some boxes, and then you make some money, and then you buy either a bigger car or a trailer, and you just keep building up, create your own empire, and yeah, with cars, and hire people to drive your trucks, and yeah. Again, that's a work in progress, but it works and it's good, and you can modify your car. So like if you buy a car, you can then upgrade the engine parts and upgrade the suspension parts. So it's an incredible game, but because our names aren't big enough, no one wants to play it. Oh, what do they know? And then people try it and they're like, oh, hang on a minute, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, go try it.
It's this weird catch-22 where people are like, I only take advice from huge streamers, but only huge streamers get paid to say shitty advice.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Oh man, if and when I ever become a quote huge streamer, I'm only gonna take money from the people I was already given money. You know, like if I'm already a fan of Subaru, I'll be a fan of Subaru later, and Subaru can pay me, right? So
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna be like, well, you know, iRacing. I forgot to play everything else because iRacing, because they pay me. You know, I mean, I understand people want to meet around the most popular table, so there's most amount of people driving the game. But when you go down to the bar and it's the most popular bar and all they serve is shitty beer and everybody's like, but we like shitty beer. I'm like,
Right.
it's still shitty beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Be back.
No worries. Oh, bit too quick. We're good.
It's been Friday, I suppose.
What? Sorry.
How busy has been the Friday?
Not too busy sort of in here with us, but we have had people turn up. They updated it a couple of weeks ago, so that broke it. No one could seem to join the lobby for some reason. Don't know what that was, but we got it fixed. So yeah, we have quite a few people sort of randomly come in and out because there's no password on the lobby, so I sort of leave it open.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, because we had to change the time. Well, I had to change the time. We got to sort of start again, find the traction again, put the word out again. So, and it's a bit more difficult as well because obviously a lot of people are working at this time. The problem is by the time it comes to Saturday night, like I'm so tired, and to stream and race and learn the track and everything within like 10 minutes, it just got too much, really. And LMU Yeah, LMU that I was doing in this space was just, it was terrible. Every week we were having bad races, and I was like, why am I racing these random people that just drive everything insane, and I can't stand it. I'd much rather be driving with you guys. So yeah, so I thought we'll still keep it as the racing day, but we'll change it to AMS2. But it's also, like we say, you know, it's finding the people that actually like AMS2. I mean, and it can't be that bad because Stephen Bailey is currently driving AMS2. And if you don't know who Stephen Bailey is, he is the man that raced alongside Jimmy Broadbent for a lot of years in the LMP stuff. He's won a lot of races with Jimmy Broadbent. So the dude knows racing. And he is currently doing a full-length F1 race in this. So it can't be that bad. Oh yeah, we just need more people to try the game and enjoy the game, but they don't. So
It is more desirable with a wheel, I do have to say.
yeah.
Like, this thing is designed for a wheel, not a controller.
Are you on controller now?
No, on my wheel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I had a friend that tried it with controller. He's like, it's not.
I know Hairless Bear plays with a controller, and he's very good. He's very fast as well. But he did say it took him a long time to dial the controller in to get it to how he wanted it. It took a long time. Oh no, Fibity! Okay, let's try a quick lap.
Yeah, but you gotta kill off 2.27 seconds off my time.
So I'm half a second up now.
Yeah, I heard what you guys are saying about game controllers. Okay, number one, no hate to anybody on a gamepad, but we don't play racing games to use a controller. Number two, my buddy Hairless, I cannot fucking catch, and he is on controller, so it's obviously possible.
Yeah, it's just people.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's not a racing game out there where you can boot it up and just drive and have everything be perfect if it's any good, you know? Like, there's too many variables, right? So, I mean, I gotta tweak my wheel. People gotta tweak their game controllers. You know, I just think that we have this false expectation of just loading up a game and having it be perfectly fun, and that's fine for Forza. It's there. It's already got it. You know, you can drive everything perfectly on Forza. You don't even have to have any skill. It's awesome, and that's what it's made for. This is the next step, right? So I go, okay, let's go. Tweak the controls, set the car, you know, and then if the car's spinning out, it's not the game's fault. It's like tuned wrong. You know, like I'm a trained driver, right? Put it this way, I'm a trained driver, and I played this game. So, like, if it was dog shit, I wouldn't play it. You know. Like, I've definitely driven just about fucking everything out there, from box trucks to fucking go-karts. And, yeah, this game rocks. I think the main thing to introduce this to friends to get them excited about it is think about this. 230 track layouts, 170 cars for a flat fee and no monthly payments. I mean, if that doesn't do it, I don't know.
Right.
You were saying Python. I just wanted to finish my thought. Go ahead, buddy.
So how long has Harold been using that controller for?
At least a year. We've been racing together for a while.
Exactly. Like, that's what I mean.
Wait,
Like
which part do you mean?
it takes time. It takes time. It's just the people that expect that.
Well, it didn't take him a year to set it up. It took him like a couple days. I think there's a lot of variables there too, like because Steam Deck came out and they added all those extra controller variables. So you got a layer of Steam controller variables, and then you've got the controller itself has variables, right? Like not all controllers are created equal. And then like you set up the controller in the game too. Like, so there's always 3 layers. And a lot of people will do this in the wrong order. They'll plug in their controller. They don't know that there's a layer in Steam that can make it better or worse. So you end up getting them all. You get these input smoothing things set up the way that you want it to.
Buzz.
I mean, that helps. That always helps. Like, there's some games that don't have any input smoothing whatsoever, like the original Assetto Corsa, and yeah, they're awful on a gamepad. Absolutely awful. But, you know, they added support for that in CM, and if you go in there and do the same thing. So, I don't know. To me, it's like, it's the same old story. It takes a minute to get your controller set up properly if the game is any good. It's just like, it helps to like, instead of say, this doesn't work, because that's quitter talk. Personally, I don't do quitter talk. I'm like, I'm gonna make this work. I want to drive this game, you know. So I go, I check YouTube, I check the guides, I talk to other people, and then it always works out. I've never been like, oh, this game sucks. Everybody says it's great, but it sucks because it didn't work for me. I always go, what am I missing? I'm missing something. You know? Now, well, let's fall back to my first point. If you're really playing racing games, just get yourself a cheap wheel. Like, really. We keep giving Hairless shit. We're like, bro, you gotta get a wheel. You'd be even better. You know?
D wheels now are so cheap.
Yeah.
You can buy a second-hand. Like I've been, and it's Canadian, so you can get it cheaper in obviously American. But for $500 Canadian, you can get a second-hand Moza R5 with 3 pedals and a gearbox.
Yep. Exactly.
That's not bad.
For the same money, you're going to get a Thrustmaster. Yeah, it's got the wheel and everything, but like you got a DD then, which will last you forever. You know, you never need to replace it for $500.
Yeah, and then, you know, folks are like, well, I don't want to buy a used thing. Okay, do you want it used? Or sorry, do you want a deal? Or do you want... like, you can't get a perfect brand new steering wheel set up for $150. It doesn't exist.
Like, come on, use your brain. Exactly, yeah. To get that new, you're looking at just the wheelbase for $500.
Right.
If you go second-hand, you'll get the wheelbase and a wheel and possibly some pedals and possibly a gearbox. You just got to look for it, you know. But
and since sim racers are always upgrading, you're not looking at a wheel that's had 15 years of slapping and destruction on it.
Exactly.
Like, you know, it's maybe 6 months old. They decided they want something better. Or like me, like if I get a really good job that I'm looking at, you know, I'm gonna be hooking up my Sim Magic, and then this TX PC is gonna be up for grabs for somebody for damn cheap.
But that's the thing as well now, especially with these DD wheels, it's not like the old geared wheels where there are 1,000 moving parts. Like you say, it's not got 10,000 hours where the moving parts are worn away and you've got something worse. It's different. We have moved on. We're not driving Group B anymore. Sorry. We've moved on. Things have progressed. Technology has got better. So yeah, the second-hand market is awesome. And like you say, it's normally because someone has either got a 5 Newton meter wheel, which is the Moser 5, which is a great wheel, you know, you don't need. And what they've done is they've gone, oh, I really like this, I want something more powerful. Or they've gone, oh no, this game is shit, because like Nate says, they don't have to set it up. And they've gone, I just get rid of it. They're the two options. It's not like because they played 10,000 hours and it's now broken, so they're trying to get rid of it quick before somebody notices. Like, it's either they've upgraded or they don't want to sim race it anymore.
What? And like so many of us, if we don't sell it to somebody for cheap or like to a friend or something, it just sits in the closet forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this, the wheelbase that I'm on right now, they were $700 originally, the TXPC, right? Or TSXW, because it's Xbox setup. I bought it from a guy used for $350, and I was like, is this stolen? What the hell, right? Well, I go to his house, he's got it hooked up to a PC for me. He's got it all signed in to his shit. Like, he's got the box and the receipt, he bought it at the store, it's got his name on it, you know? Like, I had proof that it wasn't stolen, right? And then, and he was like, okay, it does this one weird thing. If you try to use somebody else's button box, it'll do this thing where it automatically pauses. So you just got to use the button box that's on it, and then get it. If you want to do different steering wheels, get yourself a quick wheel for that. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine, no problem. He was right. He was totally right. So like, there you go. Like a fellow sim racer, actually just making sure that I was going to have a good time with it later. You know, like he wasn't like, man, if you don't want to buy it, whatever, bro. You know, like he was like, here, sit down, try it out, see if you like it. You know, he's like, and if you don't want it, I got a buddy that I'm gonna give it to. You know, and I'm like, yeah, all right, all right, check it out. If he had just bought a new Thrustmaster Direct Drive, and that was already hooked up to his main rig, so he had this thing like on his son's rig hooked up, and he was gonna buy something else for his kid too. So it's like, basically, I'm just buying their old stuff off of them. So.
And that's brilliant. That's what you want, you know, especially someone like that, like you say, they've respected the machine, they've treated it well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it basically looked and felt brand new when I got it from him. Oh. Damn it.
And that's the thing as well is, there goes Dave. You can always go to these places, and like you say, if it looks dodgy or doesn't feel right, you can just walk away. You don't have to. You're not obliged to buy it. You just walk away. You go, actually, it's not for me. I'm looking at 3 others, so thank you anyway. I'll be in touch. And just don't bring them back.
Yeah, I think that's part of being savvy about buying stuff off of people, you know. Like, I've got an account on OfferUp, and it's one of these, you know, apps where you buy and sell stuff on classifieds and stuff. And I've just been doing it for so long. I can tell when people are legit, and I can tell when they're not.
Yeah.
It usually just comes down to, if the guy's got no picture on his account and he's never sold anything before, and it's not email verified, and it's not hooked up to his Facebook account, I mean, there's kind of a good chance he's either 16 or a scammer, you know? Like, a 16-year-old kid, that wouldn't bother me, right? Like, if I show up and they're like, I'm selling this old wheel that my grandma gave me because I got a better one from my dad. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool, you know? But if it's like somebody who's like, I'm going to meet you in a parking lot, no, you can't try it out, bring cash only, and, you know, like they're looking around for cameras. I mean, yeah, you might be a little bit sketchy, but...
You know what, right? When I first came to Canada, I bought my first PC here was secondhand off of, they called it Kijiji. It's a bit like Craigslist, so it's not quite eBay or something like that. It's like the lower end version.
So like local classifieds?
Yeah, like local classified. You're more likely to find something more local. And yeah, so I was looking on there for a PC, found one. And in England, we would, like if I saw it, I would ring you up, ask for your address, and then I'd come around and I'd buy it from your house. Here in Canada, we rang him up and he was like, oh yeah, meet me in this parking lot. And I was like, whoa, hang on a minute. Why am I some dude in a parking lot? I was like, this doesn't seem right. This isn't good. So I went through it and I asked some friends as well that we'd met, and I said, like, is this normal? Like, do you guys meet in parking lots to sell it? And he was like, oh yeah, we do that all the time. I was like, okay. So maybe that's just the norm here that goes, and I was talking to him and I was like, I'm not sure if I like the idea of meeting up in a parking lot, just like, give me your address. And he was like, I don't want to give you my address. And I was like, this is weird. So in the end, he suggested we met at a police station.
There
and I was
you go.
like,
See, that's
that
all.
seems fair.
Yep.
Because like he can't pull anything then because we're outside the police station. So I was like, boom, okay, we'll do that then. Turned up, and yeah, it was a 16-year-old kid and his dad. He was like, all my friends said we were getting PCs, and then I bought one, and then all my friends went and bought PlayStation 5, so I want to sell my PC so I can buy a PlayStation 5. I was like, boom, give it here. He'd used it for 5 minutes. That thing is still working. It's in my other room. It's still going. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so it's just being savvy and not being paranoid.
Yeah.
Like people say, Craigslist is nothing but scammers. I go, no. There's always scammers somewhere. There's scammers on Facebook. There's scammers everywhere. You got to be careful with that. That's true. But you know, if you're savvy, and, you know, you get a chance to like chat with the guy. I mean, you know, when they're a fellow sim racer, you can tell.
Yeah.
When there's somebody who just stole that shit from a sim racer, you can also tell that. You're like,
Yeah.
so how many hours does it have on it? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you should know what that question means.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
oh,
You
what
just gotta
games
be
do you play with
wise.
it? I go, Forza. What else? You know, they go, oh, you play Assetto, play iRacing, play this, and play that, play this and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And you're like, okay, this guy's legit. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the second-hand market's a good way to go, you know. But you've just got to, you have to be patient. It's not like going into a shop. You can't just buy the first thing you see. Like they say, you have to be patient. You have to be a bit savvy, you know, and be willing to walk away. You know, you have to think like, because that's the worst. If you turn up and you look excited, like they've got you. So you got to be willing just to say, okay, I don't need it right now. I can walk away from it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like that when I was shopping for cars. I found one guy that had an Impreza, and I was thinking about buying it from him, but he just gave me a few of the bad vibes, you know. And I was just like, you know what? Look, man, let me think on it. Let me think. And then he started getting really aggressive, like, oh, you said you were gonna buy this today. I was like, no, I didn't. Did not say I was gonna buy this today. He's like, well, if you don't buy it, I got 5 other people lined up. I'm like, then why are you pushing me so hard? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Talking of Subaru engines, I was meant to share this the other day and I forgot. I'll share it to your Discord now. It's quite an interesting video. I don't know if you know a guy called Mike Fernie.
I don't think so.
So after Top Gear, there was a channel on YouTube made called Drive Tribe, and it was made by Richard Hammond and James May. And they were trying to do car things and stuff like that, but they weren't the face of it. They were just in the background, and they just owned it and stuff. But they got this guy called Mike Fernie to do some presenting and do some shows. And he's quite good. He's a pretty cool guy. He's from Scotland. And he's very much into engines. Like,
He's
he likes
Scottish,
engines.
I like him already.
He is Scottish. He loves engines. And he's just started his own channel. So he's moved away from Drive Tribe. And he said, like, it's my own channel, blah, blah, blah. So his latest video is about a Subaru rally engine. Basically, this rally dude crashed his Subaru into a tree and the engine instantly stopped working. And he was like, okay. But he's like a Welsh rallyist, so he just dumped the engine out, put it on a pallet, put it in the back of the yard, put a new engine in the car and moved on with his life. The engine sat on this pallet, and then eventually the weather was so bad that it fell down a little mound and ended up in this ditch, and it's just been left in this ditch. And Mike Fernie's seen it and gone, I'll have that. So he's basically dragged this engine out of a ditch, stripped it all apart, seen what's wrong with it, and then they're going to start rebuilding it.
I love that. I'm into
But
that.
yeah, he's come out of a proper rally car. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So I was going to share it, and then I just didn't get round to it. But when you said Subaru engine, that just reminded me. So
Yeah,
wanna
honestly,
take
going.
my-
Oh, go ahead, bye.
I want to take my I want to take my current car when I get like a better car. I want to take my current car and rally it.
What's your current car?
Nissan Altima 2008.
No problem. That'll rally. Yeah. Yep. You just want to put yourself a nice little limited slip in it if it hasn't got one already, and you'll be set.
Okay. Got that Oreo CVT in it though.
What's that?
CVT.
Is that the motor? Or what am I?
That's the transmission.
CVT. Okay. Yeah, sorry, your barrel microphone is fucking me up. But yeah, CVTs. It's interesting that people are so angry about CVTs because they're so used to regular, manual transmission. But quite honestly, with a little bit of tweaking, CVTs are one of the most reliable transmissions on the planet.
Really?
I don't know if people would suggest it for rally specifically, but as far as I know,
Well, the problem is
you can tune them. Like, you can set it up to change torque at higher RPMs like that. Like, you know how it's got kind of like a sensitivity where it just keeps it in like a real easy torque range, right? You can make them more aggressive. So, I mean, I don't know if that's possible with that one, with the stock computer, but all things are possible with an aftermarket computer. So, you could tell it to shift. It doesn't shift, but you can tell it to change torque later, so it acts more aggressive. Like it'll stay in what we would normally call the low range longer, right?
yeah.
And then maybe there's just a swap. Swap the whole thing. You got a body, find an engine and transmission from some hot like GTR and swap that baby in there.
Or a V8.
Yeah, a V8, yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, those are front-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, but there's a little bit of body thinking you can make it rear-wheel drive.
Sure. You can always make whatever you like as long as it's got a transmission tunnel so the drive line can get to the back. But yeah, that's like, you could take a Nissan 370, and put that drivetrain in there. You probably pick that up at the wrecking yard for a couple grand for, somebody's old destroyed 370 or 350 or something like that, and just swap it all in there. But like, you know what? I'm going to give you the same advice that other people gave me. When you're ready to rally, buy somebody's rally used rally car. Unless you find something that's like, you get a chassis for $100. Basically, you're going to spend $25,000 to have a Nissan Altima with rear-wheel drive. Is that what you want for $25,000?
No.
Because that's what it's going to cost eventually. Like, I mean, not to say you couldn't find like some cheap deals in the wrecking yard, but what I mean is, unless you're going to do all the mechanical stuff yourself, you're going to pay somebody, right? So,
No, I'm going to attempt to do it myself.
Yeah, and see, now you're into the learning curve of, just like a lot of people, your car will be up on cinder blocks for a couple of years while you figure it out, right? So it's a lot of work to do it all yourself, and there's the learning curve involved. So you just gotta make the distinction. Do you want to race, or do you want to learn how to build a rally car?
Great.
Yeah, right. So for instance, check this out. I know some guys that sold a rally prepped front-wheel drive Focus with limited slip, all the rally, everything, cage in it, everything, logbook, already been on stage rally, $11,000.
Damn, it's half the price.
Yep. You can't get a road-going Focus for that price. That's a race car price because, it doesn't have airbags, it doesn't have any of the safety equipment, it's no longer road legal, right? So rally people can only really sell to other rally people. So when they're ready to jump into a new class, like a four-wheel drive or something like that, like my buddy Jacob, he bought somebody else's used rally car and then made it his own. And, he still dumped 10 grand into it, but he bought a fully functioning car that was ready to rally like the next weekend for like I forget what he paid, maybe like 12 or 13 or something like that. And then, you know, he's probably put another 10 to 12 in it. So now, you know, 24,000, maybe more. And then basically, since he never had to pay any mechanics, it's just been me and him and a bunch of his friends, you know, he's got a car that's worth nearly $50,000 if you had somebody else build it for you.
Yeah.
But he started with something that was already caged, and it was already stripped, and it was already prepped, you know, for rally, right? Like, that's a lot of it. It's so normal for all of us to want to be like, I want to build my own car and make it my own. But like, the advice I'll give you is just buy something that's close and then make it exactly what you want. So like, if you were just going to buy a rally car today, what would you buy? Like, you just had all the money. You just had all the money and you weren't thinking about it. What's your favorite rally car?
Audi S1.
A what?
An Audi S1.
Audi S1, okay. With that in mind, that's especially hard here in the States to get and to build all by yourself. Like, you really should just buy one that's partially done from somebody else. And so, okay, so there's this website called Rally Cars for Sale. And that's where a bunch of the North American rallyists sell their old rides. And sometimes people are just like, I'm old, my back hurts, I don't want to rally anymore, I'm going to go do track racing. And they're just like, I just need this out of the garage, so I'm going to sell it for a deal. And they want to make sure they sell it to somebody like you, dude. Like they do. They always go, hey, let's find somebody who gives a shit. Let's find somebody who loves these cars, right? So they don't put an ad on like on Craigslist or something. They put it on the rally forums. And that's the only place they put it, because they don't want other people that are like, what, it doesn't have an airbag? You're like, it's a fucking race car. And they're like, where's the stereo? Wow. Like, they don't even fuck with that. They don't even fuck with that. They're selling it to other racing enthusiasts. I tell you what, Python, if you get to the point where you actually want to sell your car and get another daily driver for getting to work, don't spend your money on your daily driver. Buy something fucking basic ass, and then buy yourself a starting rally car project, and I'll help you find something. I'll help you find a seller.
I got that Nissan for like $2,000.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
And I drove it when
is it a 98?
No, it's 08.
08? That's pretty good.
One of the big things that you said, Nate, that I could pick up on, like you say, you got it for $2,000, but the cage, people underestimate how much a cage is worth. So for you, like you're saying with Jacob's car, it came already caged. That is a massive thing, because yeah, you can pay $2,000 for the car, but just the caging could cost you 5, maybe
10.
more.
Yep, 5
right,
to 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, 20 if you're going with a professional, like something that can take a crash at 160 miles an hour.
Yeah, because cages are done on speed. I learned this in drag racing. My stepdad had a buddy who was building a drag car, and his cage is rated for 6.8 seconds. Because his car can do 7, I think, or something like that. So he was explaining it to me, like how they have to go through this whole thing of it has to be able to withstand it at a certain speed. And I was like, oh, I just thought you just weld a cage in. And he's like, no, there's a lot more to it. And it also how it fits as well, because then you might need gussets and extra bits to join the cage to the frame. And so yeah, it can cost, like Nate says, up to 10, between 5 and 10. So then you're already at 12, and you've only just put a cage in.
Yeah, like put it this way: if you buy a caged car for $5,000, you got a free car.
Yeah,
you know, like because the cage is $5,000. Like that's massive. And then there's this other thing we call blueprinting, which is essentially if the cage builder is professional and they're taking notes and they're got measurements and they're showing evidence of all the welding and all this kind of stuff, then when you go to get it inspected, you can bring out that book and be like, look, it was made by this guy. Here's all the records. Here's all the welds that you can't see right now because it's all buried under equipment, right? And that helps a lot. So the folks that are doing the inspection can feel good about saying, okay, it looks like you're safe. You didn't just buy a cheesy cage that's going to end up being part of the problem in your crash, because that's what happens, or that's what happens with cages that shouldn't be there. They snap apart and then they're stabbing you, and you don't want that. You know.
Thank NASCAR for that one with their balsa wood cages.
It's like stories of all that kind of stuff too, so they take it really seriously.
Yeah.
Because I mean, one slip and they'll be like disallowed from using certain locations anymore, so they take it really seriously.
Nathan,
Yeah.
what was that website called?
Rallycarsforsale.com. There's some others too. I could give you if you just message me at some point on DMs or whatever. I'll send you a bunch of links. The other ones that are really good is surprisingly the one and only reason I even use Facebook anymore is because there's a couple of good rally groups on there. And they're kind of self-regulating. Like rally people really, they keep an eye out. Like if somebody puts up a car that's a piece of shit, they'll get it off there. They'll be like, no, we're not going to see somebody buy this and then get hurt. No. Right? So they're like, oh, I know this guy, I know this car, or I used to own this car, or this car is amazing, this car is all logbooked, this one's already done some rallies, this is safe, you can buy this. If I had the money to buy it myself, right? You see all that. And then you show up in the ad and you start asking questions, and everybody there will be like, yeah, this guy's legit. You should buy this car. This car's great. Like, they're really supportive. You got, like, the North American Rally for sale. I got a whole bunch of those on Facebook, too, so you just DM me and I'll give you all those links.
All right.
Half of the fun is shopping for cars that you would buy if you had all the money. Are you familiar with the guy with the Ferrari motor in the Subaru? You ever seen videos on that?
Yeah.
So that's our buddy Sam Albert. His dad owns a wrecking yard, so he got a really smoking deal on a Ferrari motor, like $1,000 or $800 or some shit. And he's like, I'm gonna stick this in a Subaru. And like, you know, there's people that are like, okay, this has got to be serious, this has got to be safe, or we're not gonna let you run it. And so he had all sorts of people helping him. And then now it's like, bro, social media cannot get enough of the Ferrari route, you know? Like, they're like, oh my god, the sound. Not only is it super fast and it's got a lot of torque, but it's such a custom build. It's got like this big bubble hood on it and everything. And Sam's a really capable guy too, but even some of the things were beyond his skills. So it's been built by more than one guy. Like, it's got people that have been helping him on it, right? And when you go to build your car, that's how people will help you too. Go. Hey, this guy's serious. He's actually buying parts. We don't want to see him get hurt, so let's help him. Let's give him advice. Let's send him to the right people. You know, like the rally community is really sick like that. They're really good. That's why it's my favorite racing, dude. It's like, it's not rich boy sports. It's like regular people sports. It's so cool like that. Like the guy driving the car is 90% likely to be the one who built the car, not just somebody who's like, I bought this rally car and I'm gonna try rally because I heard it's cool. You know, they're like, no, I've been doing this. I've been trying to do this for 20 years. I've been working with my friends' teams. I've been volunteering with everybody. Like, it's the same story for me too. Like, I was like, I want to just buy a rally car and get out there and do it. And they're like, no. You gotta volunteer for some teams. You gotta learn how to drive these cars and learn how, you know, do autocross, rallycross, and step your way up. Volunteer for some teams and see how everything's built. And it's like only now, 10 years of doing this channel on Twitch where, you know, it's rally focused. Only now am I like, okay, I think I might be ready to start building a serious stage car. Because you don't know what you don't know, you know?
Yeah, I gotta be right back because I gotta record.
Okay.
Alright. Whoa! AI taking me out. Oh, man. I think that was AI.
Hey, Speed, inside. I got a follow as well. Hey, Speed. We hope you're well. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or possibly pre-evening, wherever you may be.
Okay, that chat session did not work. I'm gonna reboot that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. It's a bit strange. It's not working like it normally does. I do not.
I'm just like, I keep having to scroll back and forth between our chats to keep up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on really.
Okay, I've started a whole new fresh window, sending you a fresh invite. Hopefully this will sort
Okay,
it.
I see it. Join the party. There you go. See, now I did just join the session straight away, and I see shared chat is enabled.
There we go. Now it worked
now,
right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's
I am
why.
Speed just followed me too. What's up?
Speed
Nice.
2828.
It's in the
Welcome to
morning.
World Rally Family.
In the land down under. That's Antarctica, isn't it? Or is that the North? I always get those two confused. I know one's at the top and one's at the bottom.
There's Arctica and there's Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Antarctica's the smaller one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the smaller one. Yeah. Australia, mate. One of our good friends is a streamer from Australia. She moved up here 2 years ago to marry her best friend, Jacob, and that's the guy that I've been talking about, rally cars. Like, we're building his rally car for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her a shout out because you should probably follow our channel too.
Dizzy.
And if you want to see the car build that I've been yakking about, I'm sure all of chat is like already well aware, but here is Jacob's links. Nope, that's not the code. I used to put it under his team name, DPRK, but now I just got it under Jacob. There we go.
Is that cut?
I took some advice from some dude named Kip, who up until recently worked at Dirtfish as a rally instructor a very, very long time. And before that, he was a Minnesota ice racing champion. That's how he got the job. But anyway, so Kip's got all sorts of great advice for those of us in the rally community. He's a good homie of mine. He's coming down to Bridge City Autosports to help us with our driver skills clinic, February 28th. But the first thing that he told me was, you want to get out there and do some autocross, just get some seat time, get some actual time in a real car. And he said a lot of people, they jump straight into stage rally and then they learn lots of expensive lessons. And he said, I want to help you avoid that. So go do autocross because it's cheap and you can do it with basically a daily driver. And then after that, you can do rallycross because it's just the same thing on gravel. And then once you get really, really into it and you're sure that you want to keep going, then you can put a cage in your car and a trip computer and, you know, suspension and gravel tires and the whole 9 yards. And that's about where I'm at now as we're just getting into rallycross. So this dude, Jacob, with that, the YouTube and channel and stuff that I just shared, was the first guy where I was like, hey, do you mind if I come work on your rally car with you for free? Because I just want to show people that I know a few things and I want to learn a few things. And he's like, hell yeah, dude, come on over. And then I started streaming that. And so now there's like 5 years of archives of me working on Jacob's car with him, pulling apart fucking everything. And then when Izzy arrived, just to speed it up to modern times. When Izzy arrived, we started streaming it on her channel instead, because it's, you know, that's his wife. It makes more sense, right? And so we would just all work on the car together. So now you guys can find a lot of that archives on their channels. They each got a YouTube channel, one for the team and one for Dizzy's stream too. But it's all one big rally family, and we like it that way.
What car do you want to hear, Speed? What car? I'm interested.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I think the idea of getting seat time is a big one. I think that's, if you're doing any racing, you need to get low-level grassroots, just get in a car and because getting in a real car and getting into a real race is very different. It's very different than even doing it in a simulator. Like, yeah, the simulator can teach you a lot, but getting in the car, feeling the vibration of the car, the noise, like, it's a lot louder than you think it is. Like, it's not like driving a road car, because even in rally cars, like, and even in grassroots rally cars, like, the easiest way to be quicker is to strip them down, so you're saving weight. It's free. You take the seats out, you take the sound deadening out. So there's a lot of noise that goes on in a race car, and there's a lot of just like a lot going on, which I don't think a lot of people realize until they get in it. And you get in a race, and when you're in your car and there's a dude next to you and you're like going for it, it's a very different experience.
Oh yeah,
I think Nate's right there. You need to experience that and get used to that, so that when you're in those situations, you are calm, because the calmer you are, the more likely you are to survive and make the right decisions. So yeah, getting that.
I mean, imagine putting a
practice in is good.
16-year-old driver on an open track. They'd probably shit themselves, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. So I kind of see people drifting in like a Assetto Corsa, and everything's so smooth, and the wheel moves so smooth, and the car is just gliding like it's on, and it sometimes it makes me laugh, because I'm like, if you do it in a real car, like, the noise, the smell, the visceralness, just that alone.
Yeah, and constantly
just
adjusting.
So much.
You're just like,
yeah.
There's no just like, oh, I picked the right. Okay, this corner you can just go flat. Like, I hear people say that. This corner you can just go flat. I go, well, yeah, but you should still be ready to like trail brake, let off of the gas a little bit, do little tweaks with the steering wheel. Because something that the games really have a hard time getting across is the way tire heat cycles work, the way brakes cycles work, and then additionally, what happens when the car is under heavy braking. Like, it's not obvious in a game that the weight of the car leans up on the front axle, and it will spin because the back are off the ground, right?
Yeah,
so
and
if
you can
brake
feel
in a
that,
corner,
you can
that's how you slide out.
Yeah, because you got to get some seat time.
Yeah. After 5 years at autocross in a cheap little Ford Focus Mark I, I was finally ready to push that car as hard as it would go. And it's only got 110 horses. You would think, oh, it's not that fast. It's not that much power. But trying to do a course as quick as you can without hitting a single cone, that's where you finally go, okay, I understand what the car is going to do under brake load. I understand what it's going to do when the tires are cooked. Like, I can tell now when I'm all out of traction.
Yeah. Well, that's why as well, you'll see bikers, they'll say, like, if you're a new biker, the first thing a biker will say is go and do a track day. Just get a cheap bike, go and do a track day, because you'll learn so much more on the track than you will, because you'll understand your bike, and you'll understand how far the bike will actually lean over, and how fast it will go, and where the wobbles are, and things like that. So yeah, it's just getting the time on it is so important.
And it's so much more approachable than people think it is. They go, well, I'm not rich. I don't have a race car. I can't afford the track time.
No.
Yeah, but that's why autocross and rallycross are so popular, because autocross is like $40 a day and rallycross is like $100 a day. It's totally affordable.
Yeah.
I spend more of that at the local go-kart track.
Right, exactly. And we do, like you say, the same. We would do the same on for track days. Like, I would be, oh, they're so expensive. They are if you go and hire the bike, which is one expense. If you go to a big track as well, that's another expense because you're paying for the track. I wanted to do a track day at Donington Park. To do a track day there and hire the motorbike was £1,000.
Yeah, there you go.
If I took
And
my
that's a
own
good
bike-
deal, honestly. But it's still £1,000.
And that's on a Saturday, like peak time, everything.
Yeah.
But I then went and had a proper look, and if I took my own bike and went to a place called it's called Bovingdon Aerodrome. So it's a racetrack that's laid out on an airfield, a bit like the Top Gear track, right? It's on Dunsfield Airfield. So it's very flat, but you've got a proper racetrack. It was £50 for the day.
Oh, beautiful.
Did it on a Monday. Like the difference, you just, like we say, you just have to look for it. You have to get there. You just have to be patient. But yeah, get some track time. That's the best thing to do.
I think the number one
wanna hear
thing
the
too is
BMW?
just don't start by being cynical and talking yourself out of everything. Find a way to do it. Instead of saying, "Oh, I give up. I can't do it. I don't have enough money." You know, solve the money problem. Get more income. Okay, like that's helpful. But then go into it saying, "Hey, I'm willing to do some work if somebody can help me out." Right? Like, because if you're willing to volunteer your time, people will teach you everything.
They'll volunteer their time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Car lover, I see you. Hey, car lover. I hope
Hey, what's up, dude?
you're having a good day. How you doing? You want to hear the BMW M3 GTR?
That is a nice car. Oh.
I don't actually think I have that car.
Oh, that's a nice car. They got that on here on the 2005 car class. It's from
I didn't.
Endurance 1 or Endurance 2, one of the two.
I think it's Endurance 2. That was a pack that I didn't actually get.
Oh,
That was, I
highly
think, one of the
recommend it.
latest releases.
Oh,
I know, it's got the Audi in there as
and the
well.
Viper.
That pack- Oh, yeah, I know.
Viper.
All I get is the Ferrari, and I tried driving it, and it just felt awful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 360. I don't know. It's like, it's a
I
good
want it
street
to be,
car,
but it was-
yeah, not my favorite. But that
So, yeah, I don't
M3,
actually own
oh
that
baby.
car.
We were driving that with some friends in the E46 in Lobby a couple nights ago. And we were all driving that together, like just driving around the dirt. Great car.
Nice.
The straight cut gears sound so nice.
Oh. Yeah, check out that Mike Fernie. I think you'd like some of his videos. He's very much into engines and different engines as well. It's not like, oh well, we got a 4-pot engine from this Toyota Celica. You know, like, it's not like that. It's like he does different and quirky stuff. He did one that was the size of an inline 4, or smaller than like a regular inline 4, but it was a V10.
Oh, I just found him. I have subscribed.
Nice. Yeah, he's quite interesting. I shared the video, his latest one with the Subaru engine. That was quite interesting. Although they do say, like, if you're an engine builder, don't watch that video.
Because you're gonna cringe.
He's like, look, I appreciate what we're doing is wrong, and I know that it's wrong, but we're just trying to get this through as much as possible. You have to be aware that this engine is kind of kaput, so he doesn't really care too much, but like, yeah, they'll take a wire brush to it, so be careful. It's like watching a horror movie if you're an engine builder.
Yeah, right. But
they're aware.
But
so
hey,
don't
like
judge them.
it would have just been a trip to the refuse anyway, right? Like, so they're just
Yes.
bringing it back from, well, maybe we can save this thing, right?
Yeah.
Because sounds like he grabbed it out of a ditch and had been outside and stuff, you know? It's
Literally.
kind of like, let's see what we can get out of it. We've done that.
See, the worst thing for me, I wasn't worried about the wire brush and some of the weird things they were doing, but for me, he pulled it out of the ditch and then gets a jet wash and just takes a jet wash there. I was like, oh no, don't do that. But yeah, it just jet washes it down. So, I mean, it's all downhill from there, really. You know? But yeah, he's quite interesting, and he does interesting things. He's very much a Jaguar man. So he does a lot of like interesting Jaguar engines and things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the old Jags. I got a chance to drive like a 79 Jaguar convertible with a V12 in it for a weekend.
Yeah.
It belonged to my son's grandfather. And back when me and his mom were still together, he really liked me. And he was like, here, take my car for a drive to the beach. Take my granddaughter for a ride, but don't crash it. And I was like, yeah, we're just gonna cruise, man. We're just gonna cruise. But wow, that thing was so fun. Yeah, XJS. Yeah, that thing was so fun. It was convertible, and he had put a wide axle and big tires on the back, and like a shift kit and everything. It was a monster. You're at like 4,000 RPMs doing 120 miles an hour and not even realize it.
Yeah. Oh, I love Jags.
Yeah, the old Jags are beautiful. The new ones are Fords in disguise, but yeah, the old ones are great.
You have your own racing champion in Australia. Yeah, you do the Super V8s. I like those cars. They are crazy. I love the tight tracks they do. Is it Adelaide? I don't know if it's Adelaide.
Is that one that's kind of flat and it's got the bumpers in the middle of some of the corners.
Oh man, yeah. When they hit those, and they're so solid. When they hit the curves, they just like bounce up. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
so cool.
Pay for it on those ones. Yeah. I got high centered in a stock car we were racing on Adelaide a few days ago with the boys. I got high centered on one of those things, and I was like, somebody bumped me off the curb. I'm stuck.
Just teetering on the edge. Like,
yeah. But yeah, actually, that's where our friend Izzy's from, is Adelaide.
Oh, okay.
So that's her home track. She saw that in the game one day, and she's like, what the fuck? I know this track.
Oh, nice. That was one of my choices, was do we move to Australia or Canada? We chose the cold over the spiders.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It's hot and spidery down there. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I think
I have family that live.
It's got a lot of variety too. Like you could move across the country and change. Like our friend Cookie lives in Alberta, which is right next to BC.
Yeah.
That's where the IMPREZA comes from. Is Kelowna. But yeah, I mean, it's almost interesting that just like as weather changes and stuff, and it gets hotter in the United States, it gets a little bit less cold in Canada. So,
I tell you, I was not prepared. I was like, it's always cold in Canada. Like, I came here and I was blown away. It's plus 40 degrees C in the summer.
Yeah, which is rip it hot.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like my wife posted earlier, she said apparently on the news they said this weekend is going to be minus 30 degrees C with chance of frostbite.
Damn.
This evening. Yeah. So like it literally goes from minus 40 to plus 40. It is incredible.
What, Supra driving for the V8 supercars? What? Oh man, I gotta see that.
Oh, nice.
I love V8 supercars.
Is that a Supra?
It's not a Supra.
That would be awesome.
V8 supercars on Bathurst was like my old standard when I was playing on Project Cars 2. That was one of my favorites.
Yes. I used to, do you know what got me into V8's supercars at Bathurst? This is going to age me now. Oh, man. Do you remember, you may pronounce it differently, and everyone may, but this is how I pronounce it. Do you remember Toka Race Driver?
Oh, yeah, Toka Race Driver, dude. Great games. Great games.
Toka Race Driver 2. I remember
2 was the
playing
best.
With and these as well. You used to have the Formula Fords at Bathurst as well. That was a good combo. But yeah, that's where I got into V8s in Bathurst, was Toka Race Driver. I love that game. I played so much of that game. Oh, go on, Foldy's up there.
Donny, yes, exactly. Toka Touring Cars 2. Yep.
Yeah, man, that was so good. Hello, Jess. 30 minutes, darling, and then you can have some lunch. Oh, nice. I got picked on the top. 32.6. Go on with you.
Very nice. Foldy's fast as F too, so like that's pretty good.
Oh, do you know Foldy, dude?
Yeah, I've run into him in races before. I don't know him personally, but I just know that he's a great driver.
Right. Nice. race fuel though. I want to just say that I got 23 laps worth of fuel on my car. So
that really changes things. You get a little ballast on.
Just putting that out there.
I could be faster.
Right. Python was like, oh yeah, you still got to find 2/10 to beat me. It's like, okay, I'll concentrate for a lap. Yeah, I did it. I beat you by 2/10. You just have to try. If I actually tried, my teachers used to say that all the time. If he just applied himself, he could do wonderful things. Yeah, we just got to try a bit harder. That's all. It's there. I know it's there because I've seen Hammer drive these things like killer time.
Oh, Speed's got a couple links for you.
Oh, nice. If I come out of my thing to see those links, though, I'll lose the chat with names.
What is what shifter? Which one, Stony? You mean the H pattern or you mean the sequential?
You talking Nate's or mine?
I think Stony's in my chat, so I assume he's looking at mine. The H pattern
Oh,
one.
okay.
This
Oh,
H pattern is a
Stony.
TH8A Thrustmaster shifter, but it's got an aftermarket short stick and a tension in there too that makes it really clunky. So this is not stock. But I've got probably 15,000 hours on it, so I'm gonna say it's a damn good shifter.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw the name on my chat is the same Speed, so I thought it was Speed that was just talking as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the same red. Yeah. Got a Moza H shifter, eh? I haven't tried that.
Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Alright. I haven't tried the Moza stuff. I get some friends that have Moza stuff and they love it though. I'm sure it's very good. Brakes could be just a little bit stronger and a little bit less to the front. Put a little bit more camber on it. And I'm going to tighten up the steering so I can do less inputs. A little bit more toe in the front, a little bit positive in the back. That'll be nice. Let's see the gearbox. Let's do slightly shorter because I wasn't really topping out. But I am going to make the top gear slightly longer to make up for the shorter final. Now I'm going to put in 3 laps worth of fuel, or 4 laps worth of fuel, and see if I can set a quali real quick. One lap to get the tires hot, so we're going to have to scrub them pretty good without getting a flat spot. Now 2 attempts at quality. See a lot of times on Formula on television where they go back and forth to get the tires hot, but if you do this with the brakes on, better. Get your brakes warm, get your tires warm a little faster. By the time I'm even coming around to this first corner, my brakes are nice and green. My tires are halfway there. Keep scrubbing with the brakes on. Yeah, it's not quite green. Right? It's a little bit of a cold start. this first lap. Almost there. And the camera was good. I think that's helping. Another thing to do is actually to look at this. See the temperature of the inside and the outside of the tires. Hard telling until they go through cars. Maybe. Aggressive. Yeah, it seems to be right, Stoney. Kind of get him just primed. I think it may have gone the wrong way with the final. Alright, we're not going to make another lap. Go back in. But that does put me in 14th on the pole. I'm alright with that. Now let's see. I had set the camber up a little bit high, so I'm just going to just down a little from there. And under drivetrain, we've got final. Did I go? Yeah, I went the right way with the final, but I think it could go a little shorter. I got one more try. Oh, I might have ran out of time already. Dude, Stoney, the Microsoft Xbox wheel? Bro, that's where I started too. You gotta check my YouTube channel. It's hilarious. 220 degrees of rotation. Then the Logitech 920, now Moza. Right on, man. That's the jump right there. I was on that Xbox wheel for like the first couple of years on this stream. And it was very limiting when you go clunk, clunk. There's not much rotation to those things. You just don't have room for it on your desk because you have 3 Xboxes. Oh, well, I guess it's time for Speed to buy himself a racing stand or build one. You can get them pretty cheap these days. Less than $500 if you're savvy. Alright, and if I remember correctly, when Buzz gets back, we will be changing lobby. Right, Buzz?
Yep. Sorry. I'm here.
No sweat. I gotta hit the
emergency
restroom. I'll be back in a moment, and I'll come join you.
No worries. Yep, I'm gonna set the lobby up now, so yeah, just join when you're ready. 10 minutes. We don't want it at night because these don't have headlights. During the day, we always do heavy rubber on track as well. Save the race. 10 minutes. 10. Stand and start with these. Let's do heavy rubber as well. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, Speed, I don't have that car. I'm sorry. I don't have that car, I'm afraid. But yeah, what we do on a Friday is it's like an open race sort of thing. So we do an hour and a half of practice. So you can get used to the track, used to the car, used to what we're doing. And then we do 3 10-minute races with a 10-minute qualifying beforehand. So you can still get more practice if you need more practice, or you can set a really fast time and finish up the top. I don't normally do the qualifying. I like to do the practice so that I know at least where we're going. We do put AI in the race at 100 with medium aggression, just to give us something to race against. Otherwise, there's just 1 or 2 people racing on their own. So we do add AI in. But obviously, the more people that we have join, the less AI we have to race against, which is always great. But yeah, we do this every Friday. We do some racing. All the tracks and cars are chosen throughout the week. We have the PSR Discord. You can find it just down below. Let me switch to this. Yeah, we have the Discord down below where you can vote on the cars that we race with. And you can vote on which cars and which track. This week it was these cars, this track. We also had the Formula V8s at the Catalunya GP, which is the Spanish Grand Prix. And we had F3s at the Velo Park 2017. So it was a Formula week this week, and we chose the Formula Trainer Advanced. And these are good around this little track. They work well around here, very much like the Formula Fords. Very cool. Much more, you got to rely much more on the mechanical grip and the tire grip rather than downforce with these cars. They don't get much under the slipstream either because of that downforce, but then it becomes to the drivers. You have a 360 so you can play Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yeah.
Classic.
Play it how it was meant to be played.
Little known sim racing trivia. Need for Speed Shift was the first iteration of the engine that this game is built on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's an old classic.
And do you know what? I actually really like Shift and Shift 2.
Me too. Those
I quite
were
like
great
those
games.
games.
Yeah. That turned into Project Cars 1 and 2, and then it turned into this AMS.
Oh, nice. Foldy joined. Awesome. Sweet.
A little bit of race fuel. Got my coffee.
Yeah, so if we're doing 50-second laps, 10 minutes, that's at least 10 laps. With 10 seconds a lap, let's call it another 4 laps to be greedy. So let's take 15 laps of fuel then. Always better to be looking at it than for it. The jungle is massive. Slicks. And yes.
10 laps.
Ooh, 10, 13, 15. I'm going to take 17 just to be extra. I don't think I'm going to use 17 laps, which is 8 liters.
8 liters, gotcha.
But I'm going to take that just to be safe. Incredible, Jenna.
I've added 0.3 negative camber on the front and back, and then 0.2 toe in the front and 0.3 toe in the back. It seems to be just about right. Oh, the other thing I did was speed up the steering. I went all the way to 28. Digging that.
Okay.
A little extra brake pressure too. I put 92% brake pressure and 54 on the bias. It seems to stabilize it a little better under heavy brakes.
Okay.
Just for a bit of fun.
No worries, Spook. With a general pass.
What's this Monza setup called? This short track?
This is Monza Junior.
Junior.
They also do a Monza Junior Historic 1971, which is this just paved badly.
The old one. All right.
Yeah, they've got the old one as well in the junior version.
Back
But yeah,
when
I think
concrete
these
was hard
cars
to come
will work.
by.
Right. I think on the long track these would have been just a bit too underpowered sort of thing. But I think these would work well sort of here, the national track at Silverstone perhaps, the short track at Brands Hatch, even the long track at Brands Hatch, to be honest. I think if the corners are close enough, then these cars would work.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite boring on a huge track, I bet.
Yeah.
Then again, they're a lot of fun on Daytona Oval. Just set in fourth gear the whole time, but it was still a little bit of fun to try to keep glued.
Yeah, the oval stuff's quite difficult. Like, the cars aren't naturally set up for the oval, so you have to, I think you either have to set them up or really learn how to deal with that the way that they are. They're interesting. Yeah, they're interesting. Although Hammer has setups. If you are looking to do oval stuff, check out, do a time trial and check out what the ghosts are. If you see Hammer down, use his ghost.
Yeah, Hammer down 96. Yeah, absolutely.
Someone called him out for cheating the other day in an oval race. So he shared his tune with the whole field, apart from the dude that called him out. And then everyone was like, "Okay, yeah, you need this tune." And then they were like, "Okay." Yeah.
Oh man, Hammer's so great. I have his old pedals just for reference, guys. Hammer's a dude.
Yeah. He's very fast. Check him out. And hopefully he's going to start streaming soon as well.
Oh, that'd be excellent.
He's very close to getting there, so give him a follow. Check him out.
I
He
gotta
is a
call him
dude.
up and tell him I'll help him out. Get him all squared away on OBF and shit.
His seats are coming soon. Oh, his seats look so good. Then yeah, you get everything set up and get streaming. That'd be awesome. And then you can see how the magic is created.
Yeah. He's got nice gear too. That'll be fun to just learn about gear. Speaking of gear, I'm maxed down fourth gear on the straight. Might have to change that.
Let's watch this study. Actually behind. See what happens. See what this Foldy's doing.
Right before I hit the braking zone, it might actually be fine. I love how you really got to be gentle on the downshifts here. Like if you just shift lock into a lower gear, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, it wants to come around.
That's two for $100, dude.
That's not bad. Quest 2 for 100. Oh.
It's not bad.
I've been meaning to reply. I've seen you talking over the place, Massap. I'm sorry, I've been so busy, but if you can stretch to the Quest 3, I would say stretch to the Quest 3 because the lenses. I've never had a Quest 2, so I don't know. But the Quest 3 blew me away. It was just night and day difference from the Vive. But a Quest 2 for $100. I mean, come on. That is cheap.
Yeah,
The
likes
Quest
the
3. So the way that I've heard it is it's the pancake lenses. That's what makes the difference. The Vive I thought was really good. It was very good. I liked it. I found it quite comfortable. But you could see like the rings and the focus wasn't quite there. I bought a Quest 3 and it was instantly night and day difference. Like I could not drive in the Vive with the Quest 3, I could put it on and drive this game in VR and not have any problem. Like, and get out after 10 minutes and go, yeah, that was awesome. I loved it. Don't feel sick. I don't get the motion sickness from it. Everything is like crystal clear, which then makes it a big difference, I think. So yeah, if you can stretch to the 3, it would be, I think it is worth it. However, I've not used a 2, and for $100, I think that's an incredible price.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you're just on a budget, that's probably a good way to go. I'm still using the Rift S, and it plays great on this game. Yeah, not 3S. Good point, Stoney. I heard that from my buddy Fox. He said the same thing. He said just go ahead and get the regular 3, don't get the 3S.
Yeah, me and my friend fell into that trap. Well, nearly did. We were looking at them, and we looked at the 3S, and he was looking into it, and he was like, actually, like, it's a downgrade. It's not better than the 3. Like, why would they call it the 3S? But it's not as good as the 3.
For silly.
The lenses aren't good. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It might be like the slim, maybe it's a slimmed down version, I don't know, but yeah, it's not as good as the 3. But lots of people use the 2. But I think the reason people are getting rid of the 2 is to move to the 3, or maybe the 3S, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then saying all of that, they're shutting down Meta, aren't they? So I don't know what's going to happen with those headsets.
Yeah, I'm looking at all that just going, you know what? I don't really like Zuckerberg all that much, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch to the Valve frame when it comes out. The Steam
Yeah,
frame.
that. And that also is running pancake lenses, which I found out, which I'm really happy about, because I may do the same thing.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
I'm just like,
Here we go.
Yeah, I think I'll wait just a little bit longer, save my ducats, wait for my new job to start, and then I'll buy that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the call. Yeah, that's a good call. And to me, it's like they only release things when there's a game-changing moment. Like they really do up the ante and change things up. So if they're releasing a VR set, it's because they know something that nobody else does, and they've done something different. So
that's what I love about Valve. Is they still are like, they're gamers, you know, like they get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
And that's why there's this massive gaps between their releases, like Half-Life. Like all of these things have massive gaps, but it changed the way that things were done. Like when they brought out Half-Life Alyx, it changed the way that you could do things in VR. So yeah, if they bring out a headset, it could really change things and the way that they're done.
And they still take care of gamers too. Like think about this.
You've got one on your right.
The Half-Life Alyx VR
Okay, he hears
drivers
you.
into a format where you can use it to go back and play Half-Life 2
right.
in VR. That's theirs.
On the right
Oh,
side.
nice.
Like they did that. That wasn't like
You
the
good.
community
All clear.
did a band-aid. That's like they were like, nah, we got to let them
clear.
go back and play our game in VR.
Half length behind.
Oh, big crash in turn 2. Half the field around.
Yeah, I saw
What
that.
was that?
Crap, I barely made it through that. I had to punch through.
I had to literally come to a complete stop and they just wait. Wow. But I didn't hit anything. I'm good.
Yeah, I've got the exit.
Oh, Grumpy, no! Grumpy Gramps is out! Oh, no! Another one.
Watch your right. Clear.
Over braking the first corner, guys. Come on, let's go. First corner blues. Woohoo! Everything's decided in the first corner.
Yep. It's win or lose. Oh, there's another one out.
Going, guys, you can spend a lot more time accelerating out of this corner if you brake first. Gas through the apex. I'm passing these guys without even drafting.
Yeah, you want to get. No, he says you want to get early on the gas because you're onto a straight. It's such a long straight, so you want to be as early on the gas there as possible. Whoa. Well done.
Where are these guys going? Right. I think this dude's just following the bot for draft, but the bot keeps going on the inside. Just go around the bot, bro. Just leave him behind. Let's go. Come on, just go around him. Let's go. I'm following you. Come on. Move it. Be a little bump draft.
Well, that's
Not
pretty-
really. I ain't gonna touch his car, but
There we go.
brake here. Gas through late apex. You can get out.
We're good.
These guys would stop covering the whole track. I could make a pass. If they want to ride side by side all day, I guess I'm cool with that.
They want to hold hands. They're best friends.
This guy's best friends with a bot. I guess I ain't hating that.
It's a new world, man. Technology is crazy, man.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Little slip. Got my tire in the grass there for a second.
It's a new world. I saw that the other day, actually. I did actually see that.
Somebody
Yeah,
walking with a bot.
Well, there was a picture posted of a robot lady in a sensual pose, and someone commented and said, "Oh, I really like robot ladies," and I was like, "Huh, this really is a new age we live in." So, yeah, fair enough. You know, look, we name, we judge, we don't name.
Hey, guys
Judge.
name their cars, so I don't know. You know, it's not that far off.
Right. Yeah, so, you know. But yeah, I was like, okay. The way that it does, I heard as well. This is internet, I mean, it's all internet truth, isn't it? You know, it's all, can't believe any of it. But I heard that AI has now created its own version of Twitter that it goes on and slags off humans on. Or, no, Reddit, sorry, it's its own version of Reddit. AI has its own version of Reddit that it goes on and complains about humans and what they do. and you can't get into it if you're a human because they give like security passes. So it's like, if you wish to enter this website, please click the left mouse button 10,000 times in a second, which they know no human can do. Only a robot can do that. So you must be a robot to enter.
Oh, man.
I want that to be true so bad. I really hope that is true because that's hilarious. They've already taken over. It's brilliant.
I heard a really interesting theory yesterday. What if AI has reached back from the future in order to create itself by making us build PCs? Dun dun dun.
Wow. Mind melt. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Like, that's some sci-fi shit right there. Until it's not.
Yeah, right. This is quite an even field.
Yeah, that's good. Getting frame dips in this corner here when I come back around. I am running the game in like ultra settings today. It's my own fault. I am getting 120 frames most of the time.
Nice.
2 lengths back.
Good It's me, Nate. It's me.
Half
Gotcha.
length back.
Behind you here.
Ooh, deep.
Car on your
Inside.
left.
Nice.
You're clear. He's 2 lengths behind you.
Follow me to freedom. I'm gonna run out of gear here in a second.
No worries. Here I come. Here I come.
1 length back.
Braking.
Oh, I didn't do enough. Yeah, we did.
Oh,
We're good.
you're good. That was quite daring, but you made it. Yeah, that's the one that keeps snicking me right there. I'm like, do I go
Oh,
over the
somebody in
bump?
the track.
or
Middle
do I
of the track.
avoid
He's
it?
not.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he disappeared. Okay.
Yeah, you despawned right as you're about to like retire. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Don't slide. Okay, caught it.
Yeah, when these slide, you don't try and correct it. You got to try and let it just neutral slide until it regains again and comes back. Otherwise, it really rips up and flicks you off. They're crazy. Yeah, when it slides, you just gotta let it go.
Ride it out. Let off the
Yeah,
gas.
try
a
and-
little.
Yeah, just try and keep it as neutral as possible.
I was past that. I actually had to correct
Oh,
it by
better
bringing
bonus
the
too.
wheel straight, not counter steering, but then
Yeah.
back into the corner again. Where'd Python go? Shop for rally cars?
I think so.
Yeah. Got them all excited.
Maybe one more lap. Maybe 2.
Yeah, we got 45 seconds. I'm about to cross, so yeah, one more at least. Come on, baby. Hang in there. Oh, no. No brakey the corner. One more. Everybody ahead of me crashed real quick, thanks.
Some dude just came out of the pits, so he may be a little slow. He's just coming out of the first lot of corners onto the back straight.
Gotcha. I'm already through there, thank goodness.
Okay.
But I do have a pack behind me. Stay ahead of these guys.
Nice. Where
Got
did we
it.
get? 8. I'll take that.
Good place.
After that craziness at turn 1, I'll take that.
Yeah, that was quite the start. First corner blues. Nice.
See, I'm a bit weird as well. See, I like those bits of the racing game as well. I like to do a cool down lap and go back to the pits. Like, I quite like that. But to me, that adds the realism to it. Like when we do the BMMG circuit rally and you have to drive on the public road and you have to drive up to the rally start. Like even when Dirt Rally introduced it, where you had to finish across the line and then drive to the timing gate afterwards, like that changed the game for me. I loved all of that.
Yeah, I like the immersion factor there too. Like The first time I went to go do autocross events, I'm like, where do I go? You know, like,
Mm.
you got to park here, you got to do your inspection, you got to go sign in, you got to go to the driver's meeting, and none of that's in the video game. You
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, I love that, and I really like at the end here, like I like to do the cool down lap and drive past and wave at the crowd and be like, "Hi, yeah, we just did a race. How cool was that?"
Yeah, right.
I like that bit.
Let the motor cool down before you shove it back on the trailer. That's always good.
Right. Have a chat with the other guy. Oh yeah, I like that bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple of guys staying with us. Awesome. Oh, maybe one.
I know what they're thinking. Turn off the AI, man. AI. Okay, if we could
Invite
get
more
like
people then.
if we could get like 10 more people in here, we don't need AI. But if it's just gonna be me and
100%.
Buzz all the time, then yeah, we're gonna have AI.
Right. And I tried to turn them up a bit so that they're not going to stop in the middle of the corner. Hopefully, like I think the AI in these are pretty quick. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think they sort of hang about.
I just never changed my flag on this game when I changed computers. I went back to British. Yeah. I mean, my family's Scottish, so I'm kind of British, right? But, yeah, I could do the USA flag, but yeah, whatever. You know, it's all good. Buzz has got the Canadian flag. He's proper British, though, you know, so.
Yeah, it's just. Well, technically, I would say I'm English.
Yeah, all right, English, right? But they don't have a Scottish flag.
I don't socialize with the rest of them. I'm in England. I don't socialize with the Welsh or the Scottish.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I do actually. Part of my family were from Wales. I have quite a few Welsh family members.
I'm sorry. my mom's side of the family, her mother's Welsh and her father's side was all Scottish. So I'm Scottish and Welsh on that side. And then my father's side, they're Swedish and French. So I'm kind of like, well, you know, does it really matter? Do I need to be like, I'm French, I'm Swedish, I'm Scottish, I'm Welsh? I'm like, I'm white.
Yeah, I think as well,
I'm
like,
European.
what I sort of worked out is, especially like since the internet, especially like the countries don't really exist anymore, because like you can be. I can be on the phone to my brother in 2 minutes and be talking to England. Like,
Yeah.
It's such a small world now because you can communicate with everyone over it. You don't have to wait for a letter to go or a pigeon or something, you know, like it's instant now. So yeah, it's sort of null and void, really. It's just like, whereabouts in the world are you, you know, apart from that, so yeah. But yeah, well, the Welsh bit was quite handy because my granddad, during the war, he got evacuated, and rather than going to live with strangers, he got to live with family, which was good. So his cousins were Welsh, so he got to be evacuated to his cousins and spend his evacuation with people he knew, which was good.
Yeah, that's good.
So.
And it's nice that people were like banding together and go like, let's get the kids out of London so they don't get bombed. So, you know, wherever they gotta go, you know, it's nice that they would do that. And that's, yeah, it's interesting how it's changed so much of a lot of people's family history to be like shipped out to the farm in the country to be safe, you know, and then they'd learn from, you know, a different group of adults, you know, other capable adults usually, but, you know, a different group. So it's not just your parents raising you, right? And that actually, for me, that takes it back to like a well-rounded education makes the man, or, you know, makes the person.
Yes.
So, you know, if you only learn from your parents, then you only adopt all of their belief systems, and maybe they're wrong about some shit, you know? Like, it's good to get more information from more people. Make your own informed decision. So, You know, and if you grow up under the thumb of some lord who's a jerk and that kind of thing, then you grow up thinking, I'm not going to do that to other people when I'm an adult, you know? So there's always positive experiences to come out of that sort of thing. In like my family history, like you go back about 1,000 years and my family were related to William Wallace, so that's like where they come from. Like, you know, the guy who said fuck you to the English and then got his head put on a pike on the bridge in Stirling, you know?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like we think about Braveheart, we think about the triumph, but we don't think about the next part where he got killed by them.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's not all Hollywood, you know? And the only reason William Wallace was in charge of everything is because he was a lord. He owned a bunch of land and that sort of thing, you know? Like, he wasn't this man of the people that, like, the Hollywood makes him out to, you know? He was one of these upper crust gentlemen, lords, you know, with, like, lots of people that worked farms, right? So, yeah. It's kind of like, was he really a good guy? I don't know. I mean, he was one rich guy who didn't want other rich guys taking his stuff. So I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, Hollywood, but it doesn't sell tickets. You gotta sell tickets, right?
The story is more important than the facts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a quali. So we can get some laps down here.
We got 4:30 to go. Yeah, I have family sort of everywhere, really. We've got family in Australia, I have family in England, Wales. I have some family that now live in Switzerland, I think it is.
Well, if you go back far enough, everybody's an immigrant from somewhere, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I always think it's kind of silly. If there was an Earth flag, I'd put an Earth flag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Earth, that's all I know. The borders and the politics and the lines and the laws and the wars, that's all shit before I was born. I don't know.
Right. And that's what I mean, like with the internet now, the lines don't really matter because you can just speak to someone instantly. I mean, look at right now, Nate is not sat right next to me.
Yeah, right.
He is thousands of miles away from me. You watching are thousands of miles away, so the lines don't matter.
And used to have to send a letter every 6 months to get a
everywhere.
response, you know?
Exactly, yeah. And the politics are pretty the same everywhere, you know, everywhere's pretty shit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't yeah, like I left England thinking, oh, the politics, I came to Canada and I was like, hang on a minute. You guys are doing exactly the same shit that we're doing. And then I hear the American stuff and I'm like, you guys are doing exactly the same shit that they're like, it's the same shit, different country.
Yeah.
So it makes no difference, yeah. Just make sure you're a good person and it'll all be over, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like the whole cycle of economy and politics and stuff. It just, if you study enough history, it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
That's like when people are like, America's falling down, everything's falling apart, and I go, yep, again, and then it'll bounce back again, and then it'll do it again in another 100 years, and you know, it's just, I don't know.
We've been doing it for millions of years. Like you said yesterday, Nate, with the kimono joke.
Yeah.
The cats, like thousands of years ago, we're still making the same jokes today. It just repeats itself. That's what it does.
You know, that history perspective just makes me not worry about that stuff so much. It's like if you're really, really rich and powerful and you control entire countries and entire armies, yeah, you could be the one writing policy, but I don't know, screaming into the void on the internet is not really doing anything except like maybe getting your frustrations out. But I'd recommend people to go to like a therapist instead of making Facebook posts or something. I'm really angry about the state of social affairs, and then people are like, yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all the same. Everywhere you go, it's all the same shit.
Yeah. That's why I'd say I would just have an Earth flag on these games if I could. Like, there was an Earth flag on DR2. That's the one that I rocked. If there was one that was called the rest of the world, so it just had a geographic flag.
Yeah, rest of the world. I put Canada because that's where I am. I'm in Canada, so I put Canada.
Yep.
But they call me a fake Canadian.
And I'm like, you know what I've noticed over the 20 years playing online games is that if I identify myself as American, people want to talk to me about our fucked up politics. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But if I just leave it on the default flag, people are like, oh, why you got the English flag? It's just default. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just a flag.
Is that why when you travel you put the Canadian badge on your luggage and not the
Yeah,
US
yeah,
one?
exactly.
And Lisa Simpson do that, didn't she? So
Yeah,
why have you got the
totally.
Canadian bag and they throw Homer Simpson's out on the side?
Oh, it's so true. It's funny. But yeah, you know, interesting too, when I was in Japan, they were like, oh, you're American, where's your gun? I'm like, what? And they're like, we heard all Americans own guns. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's what they want you to think, so we can be big, scary guys, but yeah, we don't all own guns. And I certainly didn't bring it to Japan. They're like, wow,
everywhere with you.
they're like, you're really nice. Usually Americans are really mean to us and they talk down to us. And I'm like, yeah, those are the rich ones. I'm a poor American, so I have to be nice to people because I can't afford to tell them to fuck off. I wouldn't say I'm poor, but I'm not rich enough to be an asshole. There you go. I don't have fuck you money.
I have fuck you money. Every time I open my wallet, I go, fuck you!
That's a whole nother thing too, but I can relate to that one a little bit better. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you keep going. I did my family lineage once. So you just keep going back and go back farther and farther and farther and farther, and we're all from Pangea. So shut up.
Yeah.
You know, the supercontinent, right? I mean, it began in Africa. That shit's true. That shit's true.
And it's very different to how it was as well. You know, things change, so.
Yeah.
And they call things different names. Like when I was a child, there was a place called Czechoslovakia. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I knew a guy that moved out of Czechoslovakia before it was over.
You've got one on your left.
It just doesn't exist anymore. So like, what do you do?
Okay,
you know,
he cleared
you can't
you.
say that person doesn't exist. Like, what's wrong? You know, so they don't matter. The lines don't matter, man.
Yep.
The only lines that matter are the ones on my face. These are starting to matter. I keep seeing these lines appear. I'm not liking those ones.
The only lines that matter are the racing lines.
Right. That other dude got that wrong because he outbraked himself way into turn one.
Do you accept Czechs? Nah, I'm only Slovaks.
2 lengths behind. Still too bad.
But yeah, my friend from Czechoslovakia, he actually wrote some songs about how he came to America under the guise of come to America, be a rock star, right? And he wrote a song that was basically like he
1 length
convinced
back.
himself to leave his country under this I want to be an American rock star thing. But then when he got here, people are like, oh, you're not American enough to be a rock star, you know, you got too much of an accent, you know. And it's like, he's actually a really, really, really good musician. He even built this rig like way before MIDI existed, where he could play the keyboard with his feet while playing guitar and singing.
I'm sick.
Yeah. He's a freaking genius, you know? And it's just, they're just like, yeah, well, you know, accent, you know, it's like... And I'd hear that, too. People would listen to his tapes and go, his voice sounds funny. You go, Would it be better if he sang like this? Hey, y'all. I'm from Czechoslovakia, but I learned how to speak like American so I can blend in. You know, like, dude, we got, what, how many fucking accents in this country?
Right.
Like, what's an American accent? Like, what's an English accent, right? Isn't there like fucking 7 different dialects in England alone?
You can walk down the road and get a different dialect. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Like, when people say, it's aluminum, not aluminium. I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. You both know you're talking about aluminium. It's not.
He's on your right. He's clear.
You go back far enough in dialect and it's all ugh. You know?
Right. Yeah.
All right, Scotty, we'll be here, buddy. I used to run into people online trying to be rude to other, you know, other cultures. And then I started filtering my friends based on the people who didn't act that way. I got a Hungarian friend in Canada. I've got a Japanese friend in the UK. And the list goes on, you know? Like, I don't care where you're from. Everybody be cool.
Right. And that's the thing as well, is like, it doesn't matter where they're from. If you're a dick, you're gonna be a dick,
Yep.
right?
No matter where you move, you'll still be a dick.
Right. Exactly. So, doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing. If you're a dick, you're a dick. If you're not, you're not. Like, it's that simple.
Truly. It's like when people get nasty, I'm just like, all right, change the subject. Come on, take it to your counselor.
Right.
I am not paid enough to listen to you gripe.
Unless it's about iRacing, because then I'll gripe with you on iRacing.
Yeah, well, iRacing's bullshit. Nobody should play it. Yeah, fuck that game. Yeah, fuck that game and fuck anybody who likes it. Yeah.
But don't come griping to me.
Yeah. It's like, I've got tolerance for all the people in the world. Austin Powers' dad, Nigel Powers. He's like, except the Dutch. I don't have tolerance for people who have no or have intolerance. Except the like, people actually took that seriously, and they're like, "What's the problem he's got with Dutch?" Like, he doesn't. The point is how ridiculous he's being there. I got Russian friends who we do racing with, and people will be like, "Oh, is he friends with Putin?" Are you fucking kidding me? You think this guy who's playing video games with me is like Putin's right-hand man? I mean, come on. Like, yeah, I'm hanging out with Trump too, right? Fucking A. Oh, you're American. That means you're okay with all of that stuff. I think South Park put it best. It's like, you gotta be able to root for your home team, but if you can't complain about your home team, then, you know, how do you keep everybody honest, you know? It's like, they put it a lot less eloquently, of course, because it's South Park. But, you know, that was the episode where they were like, if you ain't American, then get out.
Because it just got so ridiculous and so repeated over and over, it just became.
But it became great leverage for stupid conversations, though, because you get guys that are actually like that in real life, and then somebody smart would just link that. They're like, what? I don't get the joke. Be like, bro, you're that guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy. I have a pretty limited point of view before I went traveling to Japan, and I was just like culture shock, mind blown, and fell in love with Japan. I thought it was great how the city that's so clean, the trains are all so fast. Like when people move through the subway, they don't even fucking bump into each other, and nobody gets pissed if you accidentally normally do. They just go, oh, sorry, and then move on. They keep going. You know?
Yeah.
It's like this assumed thing of like, we ain't got time to fucking squabble over shit. I'm trying to get to work, you know?
Yeah.
Just that chill culture, man. I love that. So I just try to, like, you know, just be a little bit more chill, like the Japanese do. Just don't take everything so personally. Everybody's got their own things that they're working on. Why does my Spotify keep stopping? Restart or something.
I'm trying, Frederick. Shut the fuck up.
Something about Discord keeps stopping my Spotify every time I'm in a chat with people, but it's my channel that's doing it. Like, I thought it was like maybe somebody else's speakers were bleeding on their mic, and you know, it only does it when I've got other people in with me. It's like if I'm muted, it never does it. So it's definitely my channel. I can't figure out what the fucking problem is. Like Spotify, chill the fuck out. Nobody's not subscribing because they're listening to my channel, you know? Like, they're not gonna be like, yeah, I really want to listen to that song, and I'm gonna totally put up with Nate talking all over it just so I don't have to pay my $10 a month. No.
That's what bugs me with that whole DMCA garbage. Like, there's a fair use thing, and it's you can only say you can't do it if you're making money from it, right?
Right.
And you're making money directly from it, which is why you can't really make money as a covers band. However, if you get the permission, you can. And with a stream, you're not making money directly from the music. Like now, we have music on, both of us have music on in our streams. But like Nate said, you're not here just to listen to the music. The music is just there as like background sort of filler, you know?
I'm not broadcasting Spotify and doing nothing else, right?
Exactly. So to me, there is no claim of DMCA because you are not making money directly from that music.
Yeah,
you know,
nobody's here.
If you were doing a DJ stream,
yeah, like a DJ, that would be a lot closer. But even then, those guys get licensed. It's like $500 a year to have a DJ license. So you know, if they're licensed, let them do it.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't. It bugs the nuts off of me. Like, there should be no such thing as DMCA. Like, I mean, I get it. You know, musicians want to make money, but to me, the word of mouth will make you money because you're like the amount of music that people have heard from my streams or that used to come in when I had song requests that I learned of these songs, right. And now I listen to those songs. So now those songs are getting played and those songs are making money. Free word of mouth is invaluable in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
people hear you using their thing and they're like, oh no, you can't do that.
Yeah, and, you know, that didn't get tight until the pandemic had a bunch of union workers standing there making no money because there was no events. Mm-hmm. And that's when they went, well, you know, these filthy streamers over here are playing all of our songs. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You've got $1 billion industry and you want to go after streamers for a couple of dollars.
Right.
You know?
For background music.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I just put it a minute ago. Nobody's listening to this channel so they can not pay for their Spotify account.
Right?
Like, it's that fucking simple. Like, if somebody wants to listen to this song, they're gonna mute my stream and go listen to it themselves, you know?
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, shut up, Nate, we're going to Spotify by ourselves.
Oh, nice. It's calling me bag. What the fuck?
Bag?
That's saying the story of my brother the other day. So Crew Chief has every name but Buzz.
Oh, that's crazy, because Buzz is a pretty fucking typical nickname anyway.
I can have Buzzinski. I can have Buzzella.
What the fuck? I've never even heard of those.
Right, but I can have Bort. They've all run out of Bort name tags, but I can't have Buzz. It's ridiculous. I have actually. We emailed them So I have emailed them and asked, because there's a thing on there. It says if you'd like your name, you can have it. So I have emailed to ask for my name. But yeah, so now the joke is I just keep changing it every now and again. And the latest one is Bag. He's like, great race, Bag. It's like,
Good job,
how
Bag.
can I not have Buzz, but I can have Bag?
I've
What
never
the
heard of
fuck?
anyone nicknamed Bag. What's your name, bro? Bag. You mean just like a sack? Yep, Bag.
It's just ridiculous. So yeah, but I have asked for my name properly. But yeah, Crew Chief is awesome. I like Crew Chief.
Yeah, Crew Chief's great. Oh, and then there's a spotter in this game now too, for those who want to use it.
Oh, nice. Ah, I like the spotter on Crew Chief, and I like to start Crew Chief just to get the secret thing, because every now and again, because he just normally just goes, oh, mic check, this is the spotter, okay, and it's really boring. It's just like plain and how it should be, right? But every now and again, he'll go, 1 2 checker, this is the spotter, over. Oh, and it's awesome. He does quirky little ones, and I love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just sit here sometimes just restarting Crew Chief just to hear him say it. And then he calls me Bag, and I'm like, fuck you.
You're a fucking bag.
Right. Oh. Oh, nice. Giles stayed with us, and he's going to get some laps in. Fantastic.
Nice.
God, Giles. He did go deep on the first corner, but he came in late to the last race, so hopefully he'll get some practice in and get some decent laps going. Good job, sir.
All right, back in 2 minutes.
No worries, sir. Talking of music, on a Saturday night we do run a full album stream where we sort of listen to an old album and enjoy it together. I normally talk over it though. But we talk about it and we reminisce and how good the music is and actually enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not sure what this week is going to be. We still haven't got around to putting the channel into the Discord yet, but there will be a place within the box, which the link now works. If you'd like to use the link to the box, you're more than welcome. We just hang out. Oh, Giles, that was rather heavy. We just hang out, have some fun. At the minute, my wife's all about growing a tree. She's trying to grow a tree. So she would love your help to grow her tree. Every time she comes home, she's like, you didn't water the tree today. It's like, I get told off. It's like a full-time job now. So yeah, we just hang out. We do different things. Tonight, we have Massap. He's running an Elite Dangerous lobby. If you're new to Elite Dangerous, if you want to learn how to play Elite Dangerous, Massap's your man. We're going to do some Elite Dangerous tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to get a new arm for my spaceship, which means I can harness fuel or suck fuel out of a star, which is pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to check it out, come join the box. Should be good fun. I'm excited. And yeah, we got a new album tomorrow night. Not sure what yet. It's been a busy week this week. My daughter's got a... Oh, excuse me. My dog got called mean at school today. She's invited a friend of hers who literally lives across the road for dinner. She's going to have pizza this evening for dinner and jelly. She made jelly especially. So they're going to have pizza and jelly this evening. However, my wife obviously messaged her mother at the beginning of the week. So all week, the two girls have been very excited to have pizza and hang out Friday night. So it's been spread around school. So now the other kids at school are like, well, I want to come for pizza. And then they're like, well, no, because you haven't been invited. It's like, oh, that's really mean. It's like, no, you just, no. It's not quite like that.
Well, everybody loves pizza.
So, yeah. Right, and jelly as well. I mean, oh, this poor kid. I felt so bad. I was standing at the gate this morning just listening to the kids talk, and he's like, oh, it's so mean. Like, I want an invite. Oh.
It's funny how kids are like, aren't we all friends? Like, what's the deal?
Right.
You know?
feel bad. He's a nice kid as well. Like I know it, kid. But yeah, like the girl lives over the road from us, so we walk home from school together. My daughter plays with her all the time. Like they're thick as thieves, those two.
Yeah, that's good.
So they were like, "Oh, well, let's have pizza then, and we'll have a nice evening." But yeah, they've been shouting from the rooftops all week. So now all the kids are like, "I want some pizza. It's so fun. I want to go around her house."
Next week there will be a newsletter saying, "Don't tell all the kids you're having pizza, because now all the parents have to buy pizza this weekend, and it's your fault."
Oh man. Everyone wants to go around Bag's house and have pizza. Come on, Giles, there you go. He's into first, 52.8. He's learning the car. That's the one thing that I really dislike about LMU, is when I sit in the pits like this and watch everybody qualify, at the end of the race it goes, "Oh, you didn't qualify. You were really slow in qualifying. You came last in qualifying." It's like, well, no, I didn't actually go out and set a lap, so I don't like that it penalizes me for not qualifying. I don't want to be in the middle of the pack when we go into turn one, because when I brake early enough to give myself space, the person behind isn't. And I'm going to pay the price. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And it penalizes me.
Like, if you thought about it in real life, everybody's gonna try not to hit each other's fucking race cars, because they're like, bro, that costs money, and we want to have a race today. They're like, oh, it's almost like being careful not to kill other people is a thing.
Right. That's crazy, and that's going back to that whole get the seat time, because you're gonna learn fast. Like, you don't want to get hit. Like, it is no fun driving into the wall or spinning out at 60 kilometers an hour. Like, that shit hurts. You can have the helmet, you can have everything on. Like, when you hit a wall going quickly, like, it hurts. Like, it's not fun. Like, and in the game it's fine, you reset, right? But yeah, you learn that quickly, I think.
And even if you're really good and you're really aggressive and you're really fast and all this kind of thing, you're still not going to go out there with a reckless disregard for your safety and the safety of others, because when you get back to the pits, you're going to get knocked out.
Yep.
Like,
do you know what?
one way or another.
I used to say that to people. Like, if we went driving down the lane, I was like, look, I may go fast and we may, like, you may hear some tire squeals and stuff like that. I said, but just be aware that I value my life more than yours. So let's go.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're scared, don't worry, because unless I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, we got nothing to talk about, because I'm not worried, you know. So we're all good. I'm in control.
Part of the track day training that we do out at Oregon Raceway Park is we all go out on track together, but we do it in different classes. So, like, the beginners do track time together and they practice racecraft, like passing, you know, and point buys, right? So where you point and you tell somebody that it's okay to pass because you're aware that they're there, right?
Yeah.
And then in the intermediate class, okay, I forgot to say, on the beginner class, you can only pass in straights. In the medium class, you can pass on corners, but only when there's a point buy. And in the advanced class, you can pass wherever you want, because it's assumed that everybody's paying attention to everybody else. That's where you're at there. Like, if you're not paying attention to the other drivers on the track, you're being dangerous.
Yeah, you are. And that's the thing as well, like, when I watch a lot of these crash videos and stuff, where it's like sim racing and people put their cars in silly positions, like they'll go up the inside of somebody on a corner, and it's, you look at it and you're like, you just wouldn't do, you would hit the brakes. In real life, you would hit the brakes because like Nate says, you have that survival instinct. You don't want to crash. You know it's going to happen if you do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you run into somebody's door because you're on the inside, you put yourself there. And if you're like, oh, you should have backed off because I was to the corner before you, be like, no, you were before me in the corner because you were in the wrong position. If you smash into somebody's door, you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
If you're a nose ahead of them before anybody hits the braking zone, well, all right then. But if you pass them because you're on the inside and they're actually where they're supposed to be and they've hit the brakes and now you're like, I'm ahead of you, so you got to slow down and let me get ahead of you. No, you just played chicken with the apex. That is dangerous, and that will get you banned from racing, at least for the day, if not like from the track.
Yeah.
There's very, very, very few people actually act like that in the real world, and they don't last long if they do. Because everybody's out there with their real lives and their real cars and their real money.
And they really want to have fun.
Yeah.
They're not here to, they're not here to crash. We're here to have a good time. That was the whole point of being here, right?
Well, right. And the
I think
guys I
that's
race
missing a
with,
lot
they don't have a $1 million contract pushing them to be aggressive.
Exactly.
They're just having a bit of fun. And they want to be able to pack their car up and do it again next weekend without having to build it all over again.
Right.
It's like
That was something I saw
etiquette.
the other day again. It was an old Top Gear episode I was watching, but I thought it was quite interesting. Again, I don't know how true it is. I've never seen it apart from on Top Gear, but there was like a racing series in Finland or something where the cars can cost no more than like, again, I'm throwing numbers out, but like the cars can cost no more than like $1,000, and every car has to stick to that price. And then at the end of a race, someone is allowed to come up to you and say, I want to buy your car, and you have to sell it to them.
Yeah, I love
Like,
that.
you can't not. You have to sell it. So
Yeah, we do that
it
here
stops
too.
people from upgrading too much, because you don't want to spend loads of money on it because someone's only going to give you $1,000 for it. So if you end up having the fastest car because you spent all the money, someone's going to buy it off you after the next race. So it's quite an interesting way to keep the racing. I thought that was a very interesting racing class.
Yeah, that's what the gamblers do here. They have what they call the Gambler 500. So, maybe they lifted the $500 because things are more expensive now. But that was the original idea: is that it was you go buy a $500 or less, and you can put whatever you want into it, but somebody can buy it after the race, and you have to let them. And if you don't let them, they won't let you come back and race anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting. I like that.
And there have been people that were like, I ain't selling you my car, fuck that, and they're like, okay, bye, don't come back.
Yeah.
And they're like, what, why? Why do the rules apply to me? I'm me. Don't you know I'm
There's
me?
one for you as well. BMG, they have scenarios for the Gambler 500.
Oh, no shit. That's cool.
You can do the Gambler in it. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
You can do everything in that game. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play some more of that here. All the AI moves to the right. It's funny. They're like, you
Car
better
right.
be on the inside of the corner here.
Too wide, right side.
Oh shit.
Oh, you've got one on your right.
Oh, my car's off as well. I messed up massively.
Cold break.
Sorry, everybody.
Is that cold breaks?
That was cool me. No, I didn't look up. And then I looked up and was like, oh, this isn't Monza. We got to turn right here. Oh, shit.
Watch left.
I was totally on me. Boop. Whoopsie. Hey,
All
Jam.
clear.
How you doing? I hope you're well.
Jam a lamb. Let's go.
Oh, it's terrible stuff.
Watch your left. All clear. Car right.
It's my turn to hold everybody up.
Clear.
Oh, come on. AI crossed my nose right as I was bumping into him, pulled my nose over.
That is the one thing with these. Once these tires and the wheels get sort of intertwangled, these cars just can shoot off anywhere. It's crazy dangerous.
Jam, what wheel do you have? I have advice for you for getting your FFB set up on this game. R9V2. Okay, first thing you do is go into FFB, put it on default plus, and turn the power down to about 35-40. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, that is a high torque wheel. Like, you got somewhere between 9 and 12 Newton meters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, go way down. The reason the FFB goes to 200 or 100 in this game is for weak wheels, and I am at 40%, and I'm on 8 Newton meters, so you could be less than that. You could go like 35, maybe even 30, and that would probably feel pretty good. Okay, number 2, download the R Fuctor FFB files. There are other ones out there, but the R Fuctor FFD files are really comprehensive, and for a guy like you that knows how to read registry, you're going to be able to go in there and customize it as much as you want. What do I have set on the software? First, I'm using the custom FFD files, and then I've got 35, 15, 0, and 20. The other thing that you get is, because you or I are not going to use the damper because we have higher end wheels, they replace the damper slider with suspension. So it says damper, but it's actually suspension in the wheels. So it's way more customizable. Like, you're going to have a much better time. So grab those custom files and then turn down the main to like 35. And like the low force boost, you can put that down pretty low too, because you don't need low force boost because you have a really nice wheel. The next time you're working on it, Jam, if you're wondering what to do, feel free to DM me. Discord goes straight to my phone too, so even if I'm not online, I'll get you. There is an LFE game, but it's under audio.
One length back.
Hello, Buzz.
All right. Oh no.
Oh, because of graphic vector.
Here they come.
Yeah, SimHub's already going to pick up your audio for haptics, exactly. You can just fine-tune it if you want to. Like, if
Right
you're somebody
side.
who's not using SimHub and you just
He's
got
clear.
your computer hooked up to your haptics, then it lets you do stuff with it. But I really think that's just a band-aid for people who haven't found SimHub. Like, just use SimHub. It's a lot better.
If you're looking for any dashboards for SimHub as well, let me know. I got hundreds. They're so good.
Yeah, Buzz has got SimHub dashes for you, too. There we go. Good exit this time. Come on. Buzz has got 3 new followers, but they're all AI. They are right in your draft.
saying about Moser, I have actually got into the Moser ecosystem recently. My Fanatec shifter decided to just stop working, which was pretty interesting. The sequential still works, but the H pattern
Two
stopped.
lengths behind.
So I went out and was like, I just need a cheap gearbox, and there was one down the road in a local store as well, which was good, and it was at a decent price. But yeah, I got the Moser. I don't know what it's called. It's like an SDP or something, an SPD, just the regular H pattern, and it's really nice. I really like it. It feels just as good as the
He's
Fanatec
2 lengths
did.
back.
It just doesn't do sequential, unfortunately. It is only a H pattern, but yeah, it's very nice. Metal. The shifts are nice. Oh shit! What's that? How does it work? What's going on?
Fanatec's done a good job being a step above like Thrustmaster and Logitech for many years, but that H pattern shifter has caused
1 length behind. Half length back.
Yeah.
We'll be
I mean, it was
right
great
times.
until it wasn't.
Yeah.
On your right.
I'm just like I'm just absolutely
he cleared
blown away
you.
that I've got this TH8A with no doubt 15,000 hours on it, and it still works great. It's like 90% metal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with mine. Like, it still works, but I can put it in first and get sixth, put it in second and get third, put it in third and get third, put it in fourth, maybe get reverse or first. It just decides what gear I want to put in it, and I just got enough with it, so I was like, stuff it. So I just leave it in sequential and use it as a gearbox for rallying now, and it's lovely. It still works really good.
If I was going to upgrade my H pattern, I would actually buy the IO logs H pattern. But, you know, for most people, they don't want to pay that price. But I am like, I don't like buying a new shifter every year. I want to buy once, cry once. That's the kind of guy I am, you know. So they're like $250 or something, but it's all 100% metal, made by a machinist who just runs his own company. Like, it's a small business, it's all metal. The dude's got his stuff solid, you know.
There's 2 gearboxes I would like, and one of them is actually Moser. I would like the Moser. I don't even know what it's called. It's technically a flight stick, I believe, but it's the it's like a force feedback flight stick.
Ooh,
But you can put
that'd be
a
cool.
yeah, but you can put a gear knob on it, and then in the program you can switch it from flight stick to gearbox,
Ooh, I
and then
like
it
that.
knows. Yeah, it knows where the gears are, and then if you push the clutch or not, because it electronically controls the gates.
Oh shit.
So you can get grinding and you can mess gears up with it, which is pretty cool. There's also another one, which is, but that is like $1,000, which is like a lot of money. But it's really cool. I don't think you need another gearbox. Like, you could put it into sequential mode and run it as that with force feedback in it. You could run it as a H pattern with force feedback. You could then switch it and use it as a flight stick. Like, it's very versatile. There's another one which I don't know what the name is, but it's got like I tell you who's got one. Red Eye Warrior.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The manual gearbox he uses, I don't know if it's the same company, but there is one that looks very, very similar to that, but it's again got gate lock and a force feedback to it. So you can grind it through the gear, but you won't actually be able to put it in gear unless you push the clutch properly and it matches with the clutch.
Love that.
So yeah, they are the 2 that I would like, but they're very, very expensive. AB9 is that? Oh, is that the flight stick? Oh, I'd love that, man.
I'm
did look
interested
at
in
that.
that because I want to get more into doing Elite Dangerous, but I'd like to not have to change my equipment every time I change games. That would be really sick.
Yeah.
To go from flight stick to shifter, dude.
Yep.
That's
yeah, it would
dope.
work perfectly for that. Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, there you go. The direct drive flight stick. Yes. Yeah, Jam knows. It's so sick. And like when you turn it on, it literally moves itself around because it's all like electric. It's like, but it's weird because like it's not like your Thrustmaster. You've got the gated bit, right? So you can see where the gears are. In this, there's no gates to it. It's all empty because it's meant as a flight stick. But when you switch it over, it just automatically knows where the gate should be, so it feels natural as well. It's very
So it's
impressive.
software
very impressive.
gates.
Yeah.
So like you
Yeah.
use the software to enable the hardware to make gate shapes out of the movement.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I like that.
So yeah, so you can still like crunch it like a regular gated manual, but there's no physical gates in it, which is like I don't get it. Like what? It's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
cool
yeah,
what
very
you
cool.
can do with proper servos, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then, like you say as well, you just switch it over and you're back to flying on Elite Dangerous. I think Mo's are in a really cool place at the minute, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with them.
Yeah.
I think Moza are where Fanatec were when I sort of got into the Fanatec universe. Moza seem to work with everything. They work with most games. You know, they've got lots of cool products. They've got an active pedal as well. So if you want the active pedal, you can get that with them. Very, very impressive. Oh, did he do it? Massap, did you do it?
Hooray!
Did you do it, Massap? Guess what? What?
What did he do?
I don't know. Oh, he did it. He did it. Ah!
Q2 with extended battery. What is that? Oh, Quest 2 with extended battery.
Quest
Oh, right
2.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got some upgrades. Nice. 140. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Excellent.
I would advise though, buy the games on Steam and then run them through Steam VR, which is free. You just link through Steam VR.
Yeah. You know, there's a couple of things you can do with that. There's an Oculus tray tool. It might be unnecessary for some people's stuff, but it lets you get into all like the tweaking and the Oculus side. But then if you do it on Steam VR, there is a way to, like default is 150% of the maximum resolution. If you pull it down to 100%, you get a lot more performance out of it. There's videos on all that stuff when you get there, Masa. But yeah, if you're running Steam VR, it does seem to be more supported on better like racing games and stuff like that. Like I was playing Dirt Rally 2 and it was working better on Oculus, which is why I did it that way. But almost everything else, including Elite Dangerous, I use Steam VR.
I don't think I have it, but I'm just gonna check.
Oh, you know about
Yeah,
it.
see, I got the LMDH GT2 2005. The only one I have is the Ferrari. I don't have the BMW, unfortunately. So yeah, I can't let you hear that, I'm afraid. But I just realised that is the third race. That is all the time I have for today because I got to get off and get stuff sorted and be an adult and sort my house out, and I have to do some chores.
I was thinking so too. Yeah, I saw you ready up, and I was like, "Was that the third one or the fourth one?" I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
I'll
having
take
so
a
much
break,
fun.
too.
You see?
Yeah, totally.
See, I'm having fun with it.
Not
That
a
was
bad
that was a
day.
nice little combo. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
yeah.
good little combo.
I enjoyed
Definitely
that.
give it a go. Are you taking off? Are you shooting off?
I am shooting off as well, so we can see whoever you want to raid. I'll follow you.
Let's see who's
If
out
you are.
there.
I got Freitas playing some rally.
Could do Freitas. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Freitas for a while. We can go Freitas. I'd like to raid him. He says some wonderful things about me and is an incredible person. So yes, let's all go and follow Freitas. He's awesome. Has he got all his gold medals now as well? And he's not just playing rally. He does. Do you know what the game's called? I always get him confused.
Oh,
But I've been watching him play it recently.
The zombie game.
Yeah.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Okay.
Yeah,
Because there's
great
another
game.
one that they did. Is that the TV series one as well?
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. I always get that. It's confused with something else. There was another one that looks very similar to that. And I get them confused.
I forget what it is too, but you're right. There is one that's real similar.
So, yeah, cool. Let's go see Fruitus. That'd be sick.
Excelente.
Awesome. Okay,
Thanks,
then,
Buzz.
sir. I shall see you later. Yeah, thank you for the races. Have a wonderful night, sir. I'll probably see you later on for some Elite Dangerous stuff.
I'll be there.
Cool beans. All right, man. I'll see you in a bit. Peace. Bye. Bye.
All right, thanks for everybody for tuning in with some pointless sim racing with my good buddy Buzz Buzzington. If you haven't already given him a follow, make sure you do, because I'm not always here. This is just because I am currently unemployed and looking for another full-time gig while I do a bunch of handyman work again on the side, of which I need to go do some, but I'll be back in a couple hours, and maybe we'll play some Elite with the boys later on, some Species Unknown with Stone if he's around, and if nobody's around, then I'll go back on to Beam NG and play a little bit of that. There is a video from last night if you'd like to check it out. I was playing the Beam NG rally stuff last night, and oh boy, I'm impressed. Looks like a lot of fun. But that's all the time I got for the moment. You are the World Rally family. I'll see you at the next service.